goes to
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Rakapadash.
Double honors to the apostles, double honors to the elders of Great Millstone. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Barakatham to the hopeful elect, Shalom, Shalom. We're the brothers here at the Great Millstone, Kansas City Church, out to prophesy the downfall of this society known as America, but also to prophesy the coming kingdom of our Lord, Yahweh Shah, who the world calls Jesus Christ, ignorantly. When Yahweh Shah returns, he's going to come back to establish the world for the Israelites, a world created for you blacks, Hispanics, Native American man, woman, and child who are the real Israelites. With that being said, today is June 14th. You know, known in the world, you know, if you've been watching videos, they call this Day of Defiance, man. All right, so right now, currently, you got helicopters flying around. You got large groups of people gathering together in protest of Donald Trump, what they call No King's Protest, man. But here, us being the prophets, we're here to tell you that things like this are going to turn left, man. All right, every major city is having a gathering. You don't think niggas is going to take this as an opportunity to do some wickedness? All right, so we pray that this escalates into a more severe issue to where they got to initiate curfews, lockdowns, all right, troops here in American streets, and these are the times that have been written of in the Bible. So, brother got 2nd Ezra 9, just hit it at once.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 1. It says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
All right, so you got to measure the time diligently, man. And these are the things that the apostles and elders of Great Millstone have been doing before even this camp was established, man. The apostles and elders of Great Millstone have been telling you about times like this 30 years ago, 25 years ago, man. And everybody thought it was crazy. But now we sitting here in 2025, people are trying to distract themselves from reality, man. The reality is that World War III is culminating. The reality is that civil unrest is culminating, man. The reality is that a draconian lockdown society is going to be initiated here, man.
That's right, because it came out a video. One of the main political leaders of Iran said that if Iran gets hit, it's going to attack Israel and the United States. And that was just a few months ago that they made that statement. So you got that on top of these protests. It's the perfect storm for if they got these sleeper cells close by, hey, if they were smart, they would actually do something during these protests, man. It's prime opportunity right there, man.
They also said, if you paid attention to Iran when they tweeted on X, they said it's time to gut some Rex. Put that on the Twitter shit.
Yeah. Ron, they in the right spirit.
Yeah.
See, they'll say DTA. You know what I'm saying? They whole nation be chanting that online when you watch the videos.
Yeah.
They be in sync chanting that shit because they know what they up to, man.
That's right.
You know.
Bibi said he said they called Israel the little Satan and they called America the great Satan. Because they know that you're the fucking devil, man. You know what I'm saying? You trying to make an ethnic cleansing of a land that don't even fucking belong to you, my dude.
Right.
And then you get mad when people attack you. And look, Iran, they not playing with you small heads, man.
That's right.
Now they got to push America into this war because, you know, Trump, well, we need to find a diplomatic solution. There ain't going to be no diplomatic solution.
Yeah.
Right? The only solution to this place is thermonuclear fire, man, and deservingly so.
Yep. America, you have plenty of time to pussyfoot around with Joe Biden.
Yeah.
That nigga Joe didn't want no smoke, man. Hey, but guess what? The Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Shah is going to bring the smoke to you, man. And you can't avoid it.
That's right.
Keep going, Ike.
Verse 3, it says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning.
See, look, pay attention to what the scripture is describing, man. It say you're going to see the signs, and then you're going to understand what time we in, man.
Yeah.
Not everybody can do that. Everybody looks on the news, oh, these protests, oh, man, this is going to go back to normal. You can't guarantee that, man. All right? Because Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, his determination is to uproot and tear this fucking place up, man. And this is a perfect formula to do so.
That's right. Esau uses something called gradualism. You You know, because things really never went down since the way they also think about it. The way the airports work, the way security works, the way they track IDs, data, all of that never went back to before the year 2000. And so things have never calmed down since then. It only escalated and got worse and worse and worse. He never gives back. You see, now it's getting to the point where you didn't die your straight. You can't move to the left or to the right, man. You know, now you make a decision between groceries and rent. You know, like it just, and it ain't gonna get better. You know,
That's the perfect storm too for them to bring out that MOTV, which is what we all waiting on. Because we got to remember what Trump made the statement during his last term. He said there will be a biometric entry visa tracking system.
Yeah.
He said during his administration, there will be a land, sea, and air. And the catalyst behind that is this whole immigrant situation. So now that it's spiraling out of control, and they get quote unquote violent, and they start attacking, because they see we need to track these motherfuckers, and we're gonna make it mandatory.
They showed the spy drones out there. They showed the spy, and it was like, well, is it even lawful for you to spy on U.S. citizens? Well, they've been spying on U.S. citizens since going back into wiretap with this guy. What's this dude's name? Who did the wiretap? What's the Edomite dude's name?
You talking about Nixon?
I think so, but it was another guy. He instituted the wiretap to spy like on the conscience movements and shit back in the day. Edgar Hoover and shit. They've been spying. Yeah, they've been spying on America since the 60s, the 50s, man. You know, when all these groups started popping up and stuff like that. But like the brothers was going into, Esau's not going to give back rights. You notice over time, you've been losing rights. You know what I'm saying? Like the brother said, they don't give back. So what Trump did by setting the National Guard and the Marines to Los Angeles was a precedent as to what they're getting ready to come. Because he's basically flexing and saying, well, look, this is going to be a police state. You know, because technically you weren't supposed to deploy the National Guard. You're not supposed to have a standing army within 2 hours within city limits, man. But you deployed them in the midst of a chaos, which you started. Because they came out, and the crisis actors, they was filming it, and they was showing that the news people was in cahoots with the damn cops, because they was giving them time frames, like, look, in 45 minutes, and y'all started fucking with me. Pepper spraying families and all types of stuff, man. So it's all staged, man. It's not organic. But you got idiots out here that think, oh my God, this is just so organic. No, they're starting this shit, and they're dragging you people to incite violence because they know you docile. You ain't gonna do shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro.
Verse 4 says, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. So like the brother said, you know, this has been, we've been warning people for a long time, man. All the way since from the beginning. But there hasn't been no mass protests of this scale nationwide like going on right now since the fucking 60s, man. During the MLK bullshit.
What they call it? They said what it's called, No King's Protest.
Yeah.
What's today? His birthday? Trump's
Yeah.
birthday.
Yeah.
He has like some type of military. I didn't see the footage yet,
Parade.
but he got a military parade when he's flexing armies and vehicles, and he said if anybody want to get out of line, we already got the power to put them back in line.
Yeah.
So you better believe in all these states, they got sleeper cells all around this place, man. You people too protest, if they're too peaceful, they may find a way on how to up it. Just gotta wait and see, man.
At first,
Yeah,
like these niggas are not getting active fast enough.
Yeah.
So what they do?
Sitting in the H's.
Yeah, and they set up a day for you to go off, but people didn't have it in them to just go off that quickly. So they sent people out there to poke and prod you, man. You gotta say something, man. Like once a person catches the pop their cherry, so to speak, and takes a life, it's way easier to take the second. You see?
Yep.
It's gonna be a spiral of violence going on. You know, it's gonna start off slow, but once it starts ramping up, man, you can't. It's like, you know, a boulder rolling downhill, man. It's a spirit.
You get bloodthirsty.
Yeah,
That's what you. Go ahead.
I was going to say everything is highly spiritual too, because this is also the birthday of the U.S. Army, man.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
what did they do when they were created? They were going against the Northern Kingdom. They were rounding up all you so-called Native Americans, man, and you so-called Mexicans, and you so-called Negroes. You was enslaved during this time, and we're approaching the day that quote-unquote America was born, on July 4th, the Independence Day, right?
Yeah.
So everything is planned through the spirit, man. This is the exact same time period where they were mass killing you motherfuckers, and they created their first army over here during the same time that they rounded up doing all this ice shit.
Yeah. Matter of fact, that Alien Insurrection Act, 1789, that was for the Spanish. You know,
Yeah,
that was to pass a law so that America could respond with their military against the Spaniards. We took all of that land from Southern California, Arizona, New Mexico, that area, Texas. You know, that was what the Alien Insurrection Act was about. It was like, look, we got the lawful right to go in and make y'all aliens, even though we just took y'all that land, even though most of y'all still speak Spanish. This our land, you know. So that law's basically coming back.
That's right.
You know,
And the cruelty of the white man's coming back too.
that's right.
Everybody think your fucking boss is a nice guy because he bring donuts in on the last week of the month.
Yeah.
No, man, these people have bloodlust, man.
Right.
And they gonna show it on you fucking niggas, man.
That's right.
Read the comments, man. Read the comments on all these social media sites. Read the comments on what Esau's saying about Jake, man. Yeah, they read it. Yeah, they said, Charles, I need to get the hell up out of here.
Yeah, this day also coincides with like the brother said, it's the 250-year mark. You know, which they say that's like the average age of an empire, man. So hey, all signs are pointing and indicating we are literally at the very end of this man's rulership.
Right.
You know, another thing about the protests, it's not like these people only out here protesting food, you know, the price of gas, which really they upset about all that shit too. It's literally called No Kings for a reason, man. Meaning these Americans are fed up with this fucking administration. See? So this is why all of these riots, all of this shit is just gonna get completely out of fucking control, man.
Right.
And we pray that, hey, this is the start of that shit.
Yep.
You know, we pray this is it, man.
Well, it will, man.
That's right.
So,
Go ahead, bro.
this is Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 12. Set up the standard upon the walls of Babylon, make the watch strong. Set up the watchmen, prepare the ambushes. For the Lord Yahweh hath both devised and done that which he spake against the inhabitants of Babylon. You see, so you had Trump coming out a few weeks ago talking about the big, beautiful golden dome, or the golden, the golden dome. See, they're boasting in their military. Okay, everything's getting more bellicose, more warlike. Everybody's just a lot of shit talking. They guys under the words like law and order, you know. But really, what's happening is the teeth are starting to bare themselves. You're starting to see what this devil's really about. Things are getting in their spirit, and the small hats are egging it on abroad.
Yeah.
You see? And it says, O thou that dwellest upon many waters, abundant in treasures, thine end is come. Who could that be talking about? You know?
Yeah.
O that dwellest on many waters in abundance.
Abundant in treasures.
Abundant in treasures. Who is that?
That's right.
See?
It's America.
It says, and the measure of thy covetousness. You see, because they still got everything, but somehow they want even more. You know, the scripture said they eyes stand out with fatness. They got the whole fatness of the earth, and they want to possess people. They want to own things. They want to edit nature. They want to go to the star systems and shit.
They said it. They said that when you got all the money in the world, you exercise raw power over people.
Yeah.
Oh, this is just an experiment of raw power, man. Because when you look at the mindset of the people, everybody is under one dumbass mind frame, man.
Right.
All these fucking bitches are on fucking Snapchat and shit, putting themselves out there. These niggas out here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's all one fucked up, stupid Marxist mindset, man.
Yep.
And honestly speaking, it's really getting irksome.
Yeah,
Right.
very irksome.
Because of the simple fact of just like how much fucking more wickedness we gotta withstand before you people just get destroyed. Because me personally, I'm just ready to see you people get fucked up, man.
Right.
I'm tired
Right.
of talking to your ass, man.
Right.
For real.
Right.
Call it what you want to call it. You niggas and you people, y'all ass need to be destroyed.
That's right.
All right?
That's right.
Go ahead, huh?
It says, verse 14, the Lord Yahweh of hosts hath sworn by himself, saying, surely I will fill thee with men, as with caterpillars.
It said fill thee with men as caterpillars, man. So that border crisis going back in 2023, well, who the hell you think came over here? Those were military-age men. Everybody was reporting on it, man. And you had one guy, I believe he was like from Pakistan or one of those stand countries, and he said that, oh, you're gonna know who I am in very time. And allegedly he was locked up for like over a decade for terrorism in a different country. But they let this motherfucker walk right across the border. But the problem is the Hispanic people. No, they ain't the fucking problem, man.
Right.
The people that's causing the problem, you let right in here, and you
Right.
ain't mentioning them, man.
Right.
I mean, motherfuckers from Ukraine and flew over here.
Yeah.
And I got I know for a fact that people came in through parts of Kansas, through the military out there that was from Ukraine, and they're posted right over here training.
Yep.
But they're not shedding the light on that.
Right.
But
Yeah.
instead, Jose, that's cooking enchiladas and he's cooking the tortas,
Right.
and the gook spot is the problem when he's just working the fucking 9 to 5.
Yeah, right.
They
right.
go grab him up.
Yep.
He's just making your lives comfortable, man.
Yeah, why you ain't go grab up all them Latin King motherfuckers from Chicago, or them 2-6s, or them MLDs, the Maniac Latin Disciples, all the people that's actually causing a fucking problem, man.
Yeah.
What about the
Why
Trendy
is that?
Agra? What about these YN niggas, man?
Yeah.
Hey, you got our permission. You can grab every YN nigga and you can
Please.
do whatever you want to do with them. We will not get in your way. In fact, we will encourage you to grab them up and put them down, man.
I know where they hang out at.
That's all right there. I'm snitching. Crime Stoppers.
That's what I'll do. I'll pay that nigga Travis Scott $1 million to host a concert,
Yep.
and then
Yeah,
I'll
don't get
I'll
him.
bring in a
Don't get him.
fucking platoon on him, man.
Sinkhole up on there. Yeah, because that's the CIA money. Those drugs, cartels, these niggas, these Latin Kings, those are money making endeavors for the CIA, man. They could have been cleaned them niggas up, man. Why do they prosper every year, man? Every year they up and up and up, you know, because they're sanctioned by the devil, right? You know. But I'm gonna read this again. Jeremiah 51:14. The Lord Yahweh hath sworn by himself, saying, surely I will fill thee with men as with caterpillars, and they shall lift up a shout against thee. See? So there's gonna come a day where it's gonna be all hell breaking loose. Like, where the fuck all these people came from? But see, but y'all not watchmen. Like I said earlier, stood up the watchmen. Y'all supposed to be watching for these things, man.
It's
It's worried about Trump. It's like,
It's a movie called Red Dawn when they showed when Goop came
yeah.
in.
I saw the remake. That shit was cold because I think they was like in California. You just saw the plane. They were coming off a parachute.
Yeah,
That was an ominous feeling, bro. Because them people, they was freaking the fuck out. Y'all ain't gonna whoop me. Y'all see that shit?
They already over here. They already got a foreign military here, bro.
Yeah,
Back in 2012, you remember when they were showing all them tanks from FEMA? I mean, from the UN back in 2012, and those.
yeah.
That's when we was getting heavy on the concentration camps and all that other stuff.
Yep.
Bro, they showed you they had UN troops over here, man. Like there's sleeper cells right in the middle of the country, man. Y'all don't know that. Y'all too goddamn stupid, man.
90% of people, they live in cities, man.
Yeah.
They forget how vast America is. You just travel one state to state, man. You just passed up 1 million acres of land. Forest. Esau could have training bases. You would never know, man. Because y'all ride on interstate highways, man. You see, that's a very narrow strip of land that you're traveling across from city to city. You don't see how big America is and how many people are here and how much shit they can set up, you know?
Yeah, because scripture said they shall lift up a shout against thee. And we can't forget back when they declared the day of jihad, man. All of those Iranian proxies, you know, they declared that.
Yeah.
And now we're at the time to where Israel and Iran are directly attacking each other, man. Their Tel Aviv being hit, Tehran was hit. So now we in the perfect time for them sleeper cells to just activate. But before you know it, man, before you people know it, you about to start seeing more 9/11 T-attack events over on American soil, man.
Oh, did y'all hear, man? Out there in New York, they was setting police cruisers on fire and shit.
Oh, yeah,
I saw that.
Yeah,
They said
that-
they were finding bombs, undetonated bombs planted all over the place.
Yeah. Who you think? Now, who you think did that shit? And the average citizen ain't do that. Esau set that up, man. They probably had this shit already set up just like
Mossad.
9/11.
Yep.
They already had bomb squads downtown Manhattan before they even blew the towers, man.
Right.
So like nukes and shit, they probably got all types of pocket nukes placed in the city, underground in the sewer systems, and one day they just gonna hit the button, boom. You know what I'm saying? You would see fucking Ben Osmos Musique or some shit on there talking about some, you know, they're gonna attack America when he's a Fed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I skip down to verse 17. It says, every man is brutish by his knowledge. Every founder is confounded by the graven image. And that goes to these dope-beheaded ass people, man, that trusted in Donald Trump. So you got a golden dome, but you've already been infiltrated.
Wait a minute, if you had a golden dome, why Israel just get rocked? That
Yeah.
Iron Dome shit didn't stop a goddamn thing, man.
Right.
You know, went right in your fucking, they shot them shits right over Tel Aviv, right in there. And that's what the capital,
Uh-huh.
Pink
What-
City.
What they don't tell you is that most military equipment is obsolete now. You see, tanks have been obsolete since the fighter jet, really. But they still got tanks. And really, a lot of these modern technologies are obsolete because now they got drones, they got robots, they got AI. Most of the casualties over there in Russia and Ukraine, it was them drones, man. You see?
And them motherfuckers is cold, man. I be watching some of that footage. They'll have a nigga in the fucking foxhole. The drone will come up right over that nigga and drop a grenade on him. And you can't do nothing about it. Because you ain't got the accuracy to shoot that motherfucker like that.
Uh-huh. You got a bullet, you got so well, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be bad when the United States gets hit. Because all these sleeper cells that's in here, you know, it's one thing to have to be accurate and try to shoot a missile and try not to get shot down. If you have boots on the ground, you got agents over here in the United States that can physically go in a fucking building. Wait till they hit DC, man. Wait till one of these fucking buildings get leveled by one of these fucking Iranians, man.
Well, that's what that game Black Ops 2 was about. Somebody had hacked into the United States system and started using the drones to attack itself.
Hey, they said it though. They said that you destroy society from within, you work yourself out. Now, if y'all ever see the preview for Black Ops 7, they show the AI shit. It's gonna be about AI Black Ops 7.
Check it out.
Yeah, they show you straightforward that this work. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They release a Call of Duty every 2
I
months.
can't keep up with
It's
They gotta
like
restart
it's like I just beat Modern Warfare 3 that I already got. That's 2 other games out. I ain't even got Black Ops 6 yet.
Yeah.
Should I even pick the shit up at this point? We got a whole nother one.
Yo,
Go ahead, I
But it says, verse 17, every man is brutish by his knowledge, every founder is confounded by the graven image.
Yeah, because you stupid fucking people, man.
Right.
You're all into your goddamn selves. Like, and this is the point. Like, this is what they say when you give stupid people platforms, they make a fool out of themselves. Because when you go on TikTok or any other social media platform, it's a bunch of people that's stumbling over themselves, man. They don't know what the fuck is going on. They saying this, you saying that, this, and that. And Esau, he's put a petri dish of knowledge to totally confuse you people, and you people all over here.
Right.
He's gotten you divided against the Northern Kingdom when you the same fucking people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like at the end of the day, like this one black chick, she came on their line talking about who the hell y'all to tell us they gonna come after us? The ancestors, we've been slaves here, blah, 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 blah. Black in my mind, I'm like, you dumb black. Like, you stupid bitch, man. Like, you not understand that they coming after your black ass too?
Right.
Like, these motherfuckers,
Funky ass.
they telling you that they coming after you.
Yeah, I think, I heard it was Elder Malcolm, I heard say the same phrase. They go to the Northern Kingdom
first, and then they go to the
Judah
Southern.
gets worse.
Yeah, Judah gets worse.
Damn.
And deservingly so, because you niggas are wicked, man.
That's right.
Right? And I pray like hell that shit kick off tonight, man. I pray that down where they're protesting at, I pray they send some sleeper cells down there and rowdy this goddamn thing up, man.
That's right.
All right, because it's just let's get this shit over with, man. It ain't nothing else to prove at this point.
For real.
All right, sick of this shit.
Yeah, we don't want to hear screams of protest. We want to hear screams of pain, man.
Yeah.
Right.
People crying because limbs blown off. They don't know what to do.
Yeah, any of you stupid Israelites out there that want to go down there and protest out there, may the Most High destroy you.
That's right.
Right.
May the Most High, Yahweh Bashim Shai, destroy your ass, man.
Right.
Because you know you're going to have a simpleton that's going to go out there with the fringes on.
Oh, of course.
Trying to read scriptures in the middle of a fucking protest, man.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if there's certain group.
Yeah, that group.
Yeah.
And deservedly so, man, because these Kansas City people are so fucking weak, man.
Yeah.
Like here it
Yes,
is,
yeah.
you know, they got a bunch of protests around, but it's like a fucking 4th of July parade. They sit
Right.
there cheering and shit. Woo! What the fuck you wooing about?
They
I
got
thought
the
you supposed to be
LG.
chanting against this place.
They're fucking bots here, bro. Like I wouldn't be surprised if the
like
Westworld
Pride Day.
Android is for real. Half the people in Kansas City are fucking androids, bro.
For real.
Yeah, cause you be talking to them, you like, what the? Ain't no life in this shit, bro. I went to Chicago. I was just rapping with just a lady that worked in the McDonald's, bro. I'm like, damn, it's like a conversation.
His spirit,
It's like you come here, bro. It's like, are you a fucking Westworld Android, bitch?
Bro, the nigga woman in Walgreens in Chicago speak to you and check you out. Have a good day.
Yeah.
I'm like, sure, you trying to bust those, man.
When we went to the hat store, was that with you, Tyler? We went to the Liz or
Oh,
the
yeah.
hat store?
Yeah.
Chicken the
She
man.
was kinda going.
We just walked in to buy a hat.
You almost picked up a quiche.
But that shows you it's a vapid vacate of spirit here, man. Like this shit irritating, man. You be like second guessing yourself. Like, damn, am I the awkward one? But like, fuck.
It's not us, it's them.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
gotta die, man.
Hey, because this is the last state that free slavery. So, you know, like, this is the last city that get anything. Missouri, they get everything last, man. I remember I went back to Chicago years ago, and Pops told me, he looked at me, he said, you lost your flavor. He said, you all down all them Edomite women. I said, what you talking about, Pop? He said, you lost your edge, man. You gotta come back.
I can tell
I'm like,
bro.
damn. I felt bad, like, shit.
It's facts though. This shit sucked the spirit out of you, bro.
I had something.
Take all nice and shit now. Go ahead. You got more first.
It says, finishing verse 17, it says, for his molten image is falsehood, and there is no breath in them. It says, they are vanity, the work of error. In the time of their visitation, they shall perish.
Yeah, bro, the idols, man. The idols are there. There's no life in the idols. Like most people here, they idolize whatever God they bow down to, they idolize. Even themselves, man, they idolize themselves. And there's no life in this shit.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like when we was in the wilderness and when Moses came down and they was like, well, Moses is not coming back. And they was telling Aaron, like, he ain't coming back, man. He left us. And they were like, wait a minute, man. The Lord delivered us out of Egypt. They said, nah, these golden calves and earrings, this is what delivered us out of Egypt. He had this big ship that just literally showed all types of miracles, and yet Jake still found the way to discredit the Most High and bring it upon them idols, man. Right. You know, oh yeah, this pair of shoes delivered me from the Egyptians.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Worshiping the river.
Yeah.
Jake worship the cloud, the trees.
Hey, a bitch got married to a fucking train station, man.
God.
Yeah, married a light pole, a tree, she married a phone. You know what I'm saying? You praying and shit. That's why the Lord got to really put this place on fire, man.
That's right.
Real.
Some niggas idolize democracy, man. Oh, because I voted and I believe in the system. We just got to get the right man in there.
Right.
You ain't going to make it, bro.
I've been playing that game since I've been on earth, man.
Yep. But it said in the time of their visitation they shall perish. We just brought it out in 2 Ezra 9 that this is the time where the Lord's going to visit the earth. You know? So this is the time these people are going to perish.
That's right.
You know?
That's right. This is Ezekiel 35:5 in the NLT. It say your eternal hatred for the people of Israel led you to butcher them when they were helpless, when I already punished them for all their sins.
Hey, Jay, go up to verse 1. Start at 1, bro.
Ezekiel 35:1 NLT. Again, a message came to me from the Lord. Son of man, turn and face Mount Seir and prophesy against its people.
Yeah, Mount Seir's the Edomites, man. Right? We supposed to prophesy against Esau, man. Meaning this society, because this is modern day Mount Seir. And what proves that? Look at the ground we on. Concrete, a mountain, caves, high buildings, skyscrapers, man. And you got the Edomite here. This is a cave. This is a modern day cave, man. So for those of you that say, well, there's no more Edomites, only thing you got to do is just look at the cities. Look at the way that the cities are built. Yeah. Look at the downtown infrastructure, man.
How could you say that?
Yeah, like,
The architecture is the same as Petra.
yeah.
Right.
And Petra is red. The bricks and shit was red.
It say, Son of man, turn and face Mount Seir and prophesy against his people. Give them message from the sovereign Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. I am your enemy, Mount Seir, and I will raise up my fist against you to destroy you completely.
So the Lord for to fuck you people up, man.
That's right.
You people ain't in the right spirit. 2/3 of our people, you getting ready to be destroyed right here along with this system. And good riddance to you niggas,
Right.
Yeah.
All right, we sick of your ass.
Time.
You know, the prophets are out here, week in and week out, hot as hell, cold as hell, sick than a motherfucker at times, man. And you niggas ain't trying to hear the word, man.
Yeah.
So we tired of talking to you. At this point, y'all can just fucking go.
That's right.
Straight up, because look, the way they're going, we ain't gonna be out here too much longer.
Yeah.
And when we get off these streets, I know for a fact the Most High is gonna fuck Kansas City up. The minute that we're taking off this street, we're taking off off the roads, the Most High is gonna fuck this goddamn city up, man. And we gonna,
Right.
hey, me and the brother, we gonna celebrate, man.
That's right.
Oh, y'all.
Bring them bottles through.
Hey, the Lord been having me to just get your car.
Yeah,
Ain't
God.
been touched.
Hold it up. Hold it up.
All you fat, bad built Edomite bitches walking around proud, y'all all gonna die in the first wave, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
A lot of your husbands been waiting to leave your ass, man. But they can't. When all hell breaks loose, they gonna be out of here, man.
Oh, hell yeah.
Right.
You know?
Ezekiel 35:4 NLT. I am your enemy on Mount Seir, and I will raise my fist against you to destroy you completely. I will demolish your cities and make you desolate. Then you will know that I'm the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. And hey, just speaking on that, hey, we was in a celebratory spirit last night, watching them videos of Tel Aviv getting bombed up,
Oh,
man.
yeah, man.
Hey, I was fucking with that.
Yeah.
I was fucking with that, man. I was on Twitter. You seeing people
Yeah,
with their
yeah.
camera phone? They showing the. They thinking the explosion gonna come over here. That motherfucker right there next to him.
And that's the scary part, bro, because them shits could drop anywhere, man. Like,
Yeah.
just imagine you in a city and they dropping them shits in the city, bro.
Yeah. Did you see how they was moving?
Yeah,
They would get down to maybe like the height of like that bridge, and then it'll book it horizontally,
Yeah.
bro. Come down, that shit was beautiful,
Yeah.
low key. It was coming like out of a cloud in one arc, and then they'd get close, that motherfucker just.
That's them ballistics.
Bro,
Ballistic missiles.
that's why the prophet said when they saw they look like stars falling from heaven, man.
Yeah,
They look like orbs. They look like orbs, man, and they're all piloted. They're controlled by AI, like drones and shit. So they have target coordinates. Like if they have a missile that hit Chicago, DC, New York, KC, Orlando, and Texas, them shits were literally dispersed in their respective lanes. And that's why the scriptures say they should not break their ranks, man.
Yep.
Because they gonna hit them targets, man.
That's why I say let the weak say I'm strong,
Yeah.
because America's been benefiting from the fact that people don't have the audacity to attack them. You see,
Yeah.
it's just like in the movie Friday. You could have been knocked Debo out, man, but you just needed the right pretext, the right thing to provoke. Now it had to happen to be a bitch. He got mad over.
Yeah,
Oh,
Debo
he
got
the
jumped
Debo.
years ago, yeah.
Right, but once you push people to a certain point, you know they gonna swing on you, man. Your
Yeah,
ass might get knocked out. You know, that's what it say. Let the weak say I am strong, because they smell blood in the water, man. At the end of the day, they ain't got no other recourse. You know, you're stealing everything. You're putting sanctions on everybody. You're bombing shit. You're telling people what they can't have it. At a certain point, they're like, fuck it, well, let's do it then.
Right.
You know.
Say, verse 5, your eternal hatred for the people of Israel led you to butcher them when they were helpless, when I had already punished them for all their sins.
Yeah, so basically he added more to our bonds, man. Because we technically at the end of our punishment, but he ordered the captivity. That whole 40 acres and a mule nonsense, that was all cap, man. 40 acres and a mule, and what did he do? He put us in contractual slavery. Least you could have done was make a nigga tax exempt. Least you could have done is get nigga free fucking insurance and house or something like that.
Right.
But you didn't even do that because you the goddamn devil, man. All right, and people are waking up to you being the fucking devil that the Bible talks about, man. Because it's just what it is. You the fucking devil, man. You know? Go ahead.
It say, verse 6, as surely as I live, saith the sovereign Lord, since you show no distaste for blood, I will give you a bloodbath of your own.
That's all the blood
Your
that
turn has come.
all the blood that you shed, the Most High is going. He's telling it up on your ass, man.
Yep.
It's gonna come a time that the Most High is gonna allow these nations to rip you in shreds and His own people. Because hey, the men of the Lord, we gonna get. Hey, look, the men of the Lord gonna get turned up in these days, man. And the Lord gonna use brothers to do what they gotta do, man.
That's right.
Not being carnal, but at the same time, we coming into the time. We gonna have to get that fucking raw spirit on us, man.
That's right.
Hey, the Lord said, make they face hard against their face. We're not finna sit up here and take a back seat to you people because you want to be stupid.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't fuck with us, we ain't gonna fuck with you. But you come to us with the bullshit, hey, you will meet adversity through the spirit.
That's right.
That's just what it is. And I don't have a problem with fucking one of y'all up when the time comes.
Oh yeah, we wait for that moment.
Yeah.
And like the brother Uriah say, man, Esau, he don't switch up his game plan, man. He always can make these comparisons, just like the nigga man who run the slants. If people get out of line, he
Can't
gonna
defend
pull
the
out
slant.
his gun.
Yeah.
He gonna start trying to lay niggas down. But guess what? It ain't gonna go that way this time, man.
Right. That's right.
All right? Because you gonna try to pull out the sword to get these niggas and these Mexicans in line, but they gonna start fighting back, man.
Yep.
As it say in Genesis, Judah's like a crouching lion.
Yep.
Who shall rouse him up? The Most High, Yahweh Bashim Shah, is about to put that spirit, not just in the Jakes that know the truth, but the Jakes in the world, man.
Yep.
And then these niggas is wild, man.
They have no boundaries, bro.
Yeah.
Niggas don't have no boundaries, man. And that so-called black man, he getting fed up, man. Y'all
Yeah,
pay
he's
attention.
fed
Jake getting pissed off, man. He like, you know what, man? It's a wrap. I'm tired of this shit. Jake is like fighting back now. Because when you poke a bear for so long, eventually the bear gonna get up and bite you.
Right.
And that's
right.
what these stupid people don't understand. They don't realize that there's a spiritual power or a spiritual insight behind the people who you fucking with, man. Because
Yeah,
y'all
yeah.
think niggas are just all, they just black people, nobody's coming. Look, at the end of the day, as much as we don't like Jake, there's still people of the Heavenly Father. And the Lord still will suffer them over all you fucking heathens any day.
Right.
Yeah.
Those are his people. No matter how wicked these niggas is, and trust me, they're wicked. At the end of the day, they still Israelites, and the Most High ain't gonna suffer nobody fucking with his people too much longer, man.
That's right.
Right. Because really, we're the greatest people.
Yeah.
See, when you take something that's really, really great and you pervert it, it becomes great at wickedness. You see? But our spirit is greater than the rest of these people, man. We have the most capacity to do good and the most capacity to do evil.
Right.
See? We're the greatest, period, man. We're the Lord's choice. You just see us walking around all downtrodden, wilding out. You don't realize the Lord set all of this up, man. You know?
But that's also why scriptures say the land of Judah shall be a terror unto Egypt. And all these YNs, you know what I'm saying, that Esau created, you created all these damn demons, all these demon niggas. The Lord is about to unleash on you people, man.
Yeah.
All of you crackers are about to experience this.
Right.
Because when Trump got in office, man, that fucking proud on you Edomites, I mean, that shit took off. And I hate seeing that shit, man. But the Lord is putting that righteous spirit of Jacob versus Esau back in the earth. And Jacob was the stronger son, man. Let's keep it a buck. So Jake is about to start fucking you people up too out here, man.
Hey, you saw the video where the Jake dude beat up the Edomite chick and the Edomite dude? Because she was talking shit. I guess they was fucking with like one of the bodega store members. And basically the chick was out of order. So she fucking with Jake, poking him and all that other shit. And then her husband came in and called him a nigga. So he knocked the husband out, he beat his ass, and he beat the bitch up. You know what I'm saying?
I'm talking about both y'all.
Yeah, bro. You know, ever since Trump got in office, Edomites been getting fucked up, man.
Yeah.
Jake like, look, man, it's because their boy, You know, like at the end of the day, you still can't fuck with Jake, man.
Right. Remember that old Jake? Remember that what they call it, wave fade in the water?
Fade,
back in Alabama, nigga grabbed that chair.
That shit was a meme for about a year. Bro, the dude jumped in the damn thing. He swam across
off a ferry boat.
Yeah.
Piecing niggas up.
He took off a ferry boat, bro. Because see, Jake been having that spirit, and Esau's known this the whole time. That's why he's way more harsher on the so-called black man.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he's invested more dollars into keeping the so-called black man down, because he knows he fuck with the Northern Kingdom first. Because if you raise Jacob, you saw Levi down there. Levi was fucking some Edomites up, man. You know,
like you got guys like this dude. See, you got guys like that. They'll be proud, but they'll get knocked out by a little ass Jake. Drop him, man.
Yep.
Like all that jujitsu shit you Edomite study in boxing, you still can't do nothing with Jake, man. Give a damn, because y'all don't have the spirit in y'all, man.
Yep.
A nigga ain't gotta never learn how to train throw a punch, and he would still beat up one of the most best crackers out here, man. I'm putting my best dollar on that.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
I had a quick.
Where you got it, bro? Nah, you got it.
Oh, just
you had
quickly,
something
man.
up? Yeah, so
I got some out for him.
Yeah. Y'all brothers got something? Yeah, y'all bring them out, man.
Real quick, Psalms 9 and 15, it said, the heathen are sunk down in the pit that they made, in the net which they had, let me read again. Psalms 9 and 15. The heathen are sunk down in the pit that they made, in the net which they hid is their own foot taken. The Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is known by the judgment which he executed. The wicked is snared in the work of his own hands. And we say that these niggas is a product of the white man. So, you know, these niggas, the idea of the white man is to create niggas so they can destroy their own. What happens when your creation turn on you? Because, hey, all these niggas with switches, they supposed to go kill themselves. What happens if they say, you know what, we gonna go to Leawood, Kansas, man. We gonna go to Overland Park. That you niggas going against your programming. But the Lord is gonna allow y'all to do that, man.
It's like AI that went rogue, man.
Yeah.
Elon Musk said it. He's like, you're summoning the demon. He said, you're summoning the demon. Because of course it's gonna turn on you, man. You know?
And Elon Musk, you a fucking creep. You a joke,
That's
bro.
a fucking demon.
Yeah, that nigga fucking apologized and shit.
He said, I should have said what I said. Fuck you. You
got that call.
Yeah, you was on the Epstein list too, you fucking weirdo. Elon Musk. And he's a pathological liar, man. Like, all of the invention you got, you stole it, motherfucker. You didn't invent Tesla. You stole that. Tesla could have been a Jake. This is what you do. You take the inventions and you put a patent on it and you put your name on it. All right, nigga? You couldn't create two marbles together in a fucking dark room if you had the ability to. So you're not smart.
He's a capitalist.
That's all he is.
Niggas are artistic figs.
You and your Chucky doll ass son, man. Most I gonna destroy you niggas, man.
Right. And then there's some XE, something A, something.
Hey, he probably is a fucking computer program, man.
San Andreas cheat code ass name.
Yeah. He's probably a fucking big processor of a fucking PlayStation 4 or some shit like a chicken in there.
Fucking demon.
Elon, man. Get the fuck out of here. And you ain't going to space, man, all right? You ain't never been in space. You ain't going.
Don't even think about
Fuck out of here,
I might
man.
launch your ass in the kingdom. I might launch your ass to Mars, ball that nigga up and throw his ass.
Throw him. See, that proved the Edomite is still in the world. Look, that's the Edomite right there. That's the Edomite, man.
Lobster man right
Yeah.
there.
Y'all got it. No, y'all got it.
This is the book of Psalms 83, verse 3 says, they have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. So they they've been steady making a lot of plans against all the tribes for all these hundreds of years, man.
That's right.
Over here in the United States, they've been making these plans.
Yes, sir.
All this shit is they staging all these protests and shit. This shit is all orchestrated, man.
Yes, sir.
From Trump sitting up here, saying he's gonna do the Insurrection Act, come up with all these laws protecting these police officers, making them untouchable,
Yep.
them allowed to use deadly force,
Yep.
and they can't go to court for nothing that they do. All this stuff is specific plans to come against you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man.
Yeah, they was grabbing them up at immigration court, bro. They were just grabbing them up.
Yep.
They building detention centers all over the place, man. Hey, he wants to get this thing going and running. Hey, like I say, man, Trump may be the dude. I just pray like hell, man, that this whole fucking No Kings Day shit just wasn't in vain. Cause you got people all over the country rioting. I guarantee you, something is gonna go down, man, in one of these states, man.
Yep.
One of these cities.
Yep.
Might not be here, but in Chicago or New York or one of those other major cities, something may go down here, man.
Yeah.
May the Lord send the evil spirit out there tonight.
Yeah,
Yep.
for real.
Yeah, when the sun goes down, we're gonna hear some stuff on the news, man.
Because they're not just gonna, when people protest, they don't just get up and go home.
Nah.
They don't just get up and go. We saw that with the George Floyd riots years ago, man. At a certain time, they come down here and protest, and then, about like 6, 7 o'clock, that shit
Yep.
turned into
Demon
something
time.
petty.
Yeah, because that time when they was protesting at the plaza, they did tear up a little bit. So they may do something in Kansas City. I don't know. We're gonna see.
Yeah, Kansas City, they just too. Something drastic got to happen here, man. You're gonna have to bring whoever crossed the border. They're gonna have to get busy here.
Yeah.
Because the people ain't in them to. They just fucking. It's like talking to a fucking wall, man. Or you had a conversation with a styrofoam cup.
Remember
that's
in
how
that,
they talk.
They don't talk back.
It's like,
Hell no.
in that Civil War movie, remember they was like telling each other where they from. Like, yeah, I'm from Missouri, but all my parents are back home acting like none of this shit is happening.
Yeah.
You see, so it's like these Midwestern states, they're in like this,
That's how.
zoned out place where they think shit don't affect them.
Yeah, it don't affect you.
It says, they have said, "Come, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, and the Israelites of Moab, and the Hagarenes."
Said the tabernacles of Edom, man.
That's
The
right.
So-called white man.
That's
That's
right.
first and foremost. The Edomites are set against you, Jakes, man.
They're Confederate, man.
The Confederates,
Did
right?
you notice the Northern Kingdom? Who the first one they knew to ask for help? It was the Southern Kingdom. Because you already know what the East Indians gonna say. You already know what the Moabites gonna say. You know what the Arabs are gonna say. You know what the Edomites are gonna say.
Because in the spirit, they know they the same people, bro.
Right.
Blacks,
Exactly.
Hispanics, and Native Americans, they know.
Yeah, they didn't
They
even
just-
bother to ask because you know they're all together against you.
Yeah.
You're the part of the nigga club, nigga. You know?
I just think Mexicans, can freely say nigga, man. Nobody else can. Like none of these other nations can do it.
Yeah.
Mexican, Northern Kingdom would do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Go to parts of New York, go to Harlem. You got so-called Dominicans right across the block, the so-called Judites across the block, the so-called Manasseh. They all say the N-word. I walk up, all of them say it. Go to parts of Miami, South Florida, a Manasseh, a Cuban, he'll call you a nigga, man. You're like, what's up, nigga? And it's like you never said it.
Yeah,
You
and
know?
and you can tell they Jake. This is the spirit they got on them, man. They the same fucking people, and they know that. They're just a dissension between them right now because of the curses. But eventually, when Jake get his lazy ass up and actually decides to be a fucking man, that's when all the tribes gonna follow suit. So something is gonna happen that's gonna create a domino effect, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We're seeing the pieces being put into play because, like I said, these protests marks the precedent of future events. Because just because shit may be quiet today, that don't mean it's gonna be quiet next week.
Right.
Because there's gonna be several more protests. Because for the simple fact, Trump is still sending tactical ICE teams to go and round people up. So that's just a constant thing, and it's gonna be a constant aggravation. Trump ain't just do all this shit just to die back down. They're gonna up the ante on the people, man.
Yeah, but even like you said, even if shit don't necessarily pop tonight, they still
like that.
Israel and Iran at them tensions over there in the so-called Middle East so damn high. This could just be a smoke screen for those sleeper cells to start doing shit, man.
Yeah.
So one way or another, shit's about to pop off. No matter how you look at it.
And look how quickly this shit came out of nowhere, bro. Like what, less than a week, you ain't hear nothing about this. Now it's here.
Yeah.
Peace and safety, sudden destruction.
And hey, you so-called Native Americans, man, y'all really on the hot seat too. Don't forget, because one thing about Trump, he's been notorious for coming against all you Northern Kingdom tribes. Because his last administration, he was fucking with y'all's reservations, sending them pipelines to y'all burial grounds and shit.
Yeah.
So that's just believe. No, he's gonna do something to get them pissed off too.
Yeah.
He's got it out for it now. He's reserved it for Judah, man. That's set aside for this police brutality shit. When he start going in there for your YNs and going to these hoods and gunning y'all niggas down, then Judah knows they on your ass too.
Right.
Papa too. You got precept. You got more than that was up.
No, that's it.
I got one out.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 7, verse 9. Oh, let the wickedness of the wicked come to an end, but establish the just, for the righteous power trieth the hearts and reins. My defense of the Most High, which saveth the upright in heart, the Most High judgeth the righteous, and the Most High is angry with the wicked every day.
That's right.
That's a distinction right there, man. That's to show
Right.
you two classifications of people. You got the righteous, then you got the wicked.
Yeah.
All right, you got the men of the Lord that stand in the light of the righteous, and then you got the wicked, which is these people, the Edomites, man, and so forth. Because you got this big thing now about hell and the doctrine of hell. Look, man, we in hell right now, man.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Hell is a condition. Being under
Right.
these people and having your woman to rule over you and having fucking homosexuals to be your supervisors, that's hell.
Right.
All right, like if we gotta die and go burn forever in a place of torment, then what was the purpose of this bullshit? This surely ain't living.
That's right.
That's a good point you made, because we see things from Northern Kingdom, Southern Kingdom, black, white, whatever. The Lord is only looking at the righteous and the wicked, man.
Yeah.
And only Israelites can be the righteous.
That's it.
So everybody that's not an Israelite, you're fucked. You're gonna die here, man.
That's right.
And the rest of you better get your shit together, man. Because the way more of you are promised to partake of the second death than are not.
Yeah.
You see?
Mhm.
So that's how the Lord is coming. He don't give a fuck about skin color, all of you black only niggas. He don't give a fuck about none of that, man. The Lord is searching. He's trying to reign with men.
Yeah.
You know?
How much more you want on
It's about 3 more verses.
that? Go ahead.
It says, verse 12, if he turn not, he will whet his sword. He hath bent his bow and made it ready. He hath also prepared for him the instruments of death. He ordained his arrows against the persecuted.
Yeah, them
Right.
arrows and them fucking missiles is gonna hit
Death.
your ass, man.
Mhm.
Instruments of death.
Damn.
Right? Death.
And it says, behold, he travaileth
Right.
with iniquity, and hath cut and conceived mischief, and brought forth falsehood.
Falsehood is all lies, man. You set up
Right.
this, it's all based on lies, man. Your whole narrative, when you say that this land belongs to Native Americans, they always got some excuse as to, well, we did, we said. No, you didn't, man. All right, you lie, you go in different countries, you bomb them, you take their shit, you lie to our nation, you spend billions of dollars to keep us hidden for who the fuck we are. You pay these false leaders to set up church curriculums to keep the people asleep. It's all falsehood, man.
Right.
It's all fucking falsehood because the average person can't even get with the program that these are the Israelites, man.
Right.
Right.
Like I sent the brothers a post earlier from Facebook. Somebody in KC like, who's those guys out in purple screaming at 9 a.m. in the morning? You know they was talking about IUIC, them niggas.
Yeah.
But the fact when I read the comments, I'm like, these people that fucking stupid.
Yeah.
They were like, oh, that's nothing but a coat. What the fuck does coat mean, man? Do you know what coat means? See, every time something appears to be abnormal to you fucking dumbass people, because you're the abnormals, you always want to call shit something that it's not, man. Coat just goes back to culture or fucking worship, man.
Right.
But half you people, you in fucking kitty porn coats,
Alphabet.
you in
community.
alphabet coats,
Yeah.
you fuck your
That's
daughters,
just
you
a cult.
fuck your
That's
sons, man.
Being a mo.
You know, and that's the why you people gotta fucking die. You American people are a bunch of goddamn hypocrites, man.
That's right.
man.
All right?
Western culture is a cult.
Yeah, you goddamn right, it's a cult.
Look how quickly they was agreeing with each other without even knowing on their comment. They were just saying,
Yeah,
yeah,
they
it's
say,
a
oh
cult.
yeah, that's a cult, that's a cult.
They proving they're in the cult, because y'all just repeating shit, man. Don't
Stupid
know what
ass.
words mean. You know?
Oh, that's a cult. Oh, they claim they're the black Hebrew, the Hebrew Israelite. Motherfucker, y'all know who we are. If we're not the Israelites, then who the hell are we?
Right.
Thank you, small head.
Yeah.
Right.
As long as it ain't your black ass, you cool.
Right, yeah, kind. I'm gonna read the verse 14 again. It
Go ahead.
says, behold, he travaileth with iniquity.
Yeah, you
and
good,
hath
man.
conceived mischief and brought forth falsehood. He made a pit and digged it, and is fallen into the ditch which he made.
Right.
You see? America's a
Right.
big pit, man. Like in the mob movie, they made a nigga dig his own grave. He walk him out to the desert.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
dig a hole.
Dig a
Nigga,
hole.
he popped his ass and threw him in.
hole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that casino.
Yeah. And it says, verse 16, last verse, it says, his mischief shall return upon his own head,
Damn.
and his violent dealing shall come down upon his own pate.
So
That's
you
right.
devils are getting ready to be dealt with, man. I mean, it seems like it's Tyrion, but you Edomites are getting ready to be dealt with. Every
Right.
last one of you, man. From your elites to your mid-level elites to your lower-level elites to you regular peon crackers, man. From your women, your kids, your children, your husbands, all you people are getting ready to get dealt with. Because what I realized, you white people are the fucking devil. I don't give a, you could be the lowest devil and you're the fucking devil, man.
Right.
All right? From the car salesman to the mechanic, all you a bunch of goddamn devils, man. All right? We don't give a damn how much you claim you like black people, how much you didn't support Hispanic people. At the end of the day, you're the goddamn devil.
I got black friends, huh?
Yeah. I got a black boyfriend. I got a black girlfriend. Hip-de-doo.
Hey, I don't want to say, man, all you people out there protesting, you being condemned, man. Especially you Israelites. Because you fucking niggas will go out here and, hey, it's hot as fuck today. Y'all gonna go out here and march on these fucking streets when you could easily come up here and learn something and save your life, man. Niggas will literally go out there to go march with the white man, but can't come out here and learn their true identity. Because this is where the real resistance is, man.
Yeah.
That's right, man. That's the spirit, man. Because I was meditating on that. This is the real protest right here.
Yeah, God.
You know, we're protesting against the wicked, man.
Well, yeah,
Right.
but where Jake at?
Right.
Jake out there with the moles marching, man.
Yeah.
So if that's where you want to be, fucking stay there, and that's who you gonna die with, man.
Right.
We don't want you niggas with us, man.
A lot of the Jakes that I saw asking them for help, they was in this, oh, you gotta obey the law spirit, man. But y'all came here illegally, you know? Like why are you siding with the devil about the law? He don't give a fuck about the law, man. He passed laws for you niggas, man. He don't abide by these laws, man. Now he's got you scoffing at the Northern Kingdom about why they're getting round up on, man. Completely wrong spirit.
He just told you violated your constitutional rights. You just sent the military up. Fuck, nigga, like that right there didn't tell you that you ain't being heard. The fact that y'all protested, are they gonna change anything?
Hell no.
You think you can line up outside of City Hall you want and chant and have signs, lower taxes? They're not gonna lower no fucking taxes, man. The whole point of protesting is to get things changed. They're not gonna change nothing. We're coming into a state of totalitarianism, man. A draconian state, to the point that when you speak certain things, it will be illegal, man. That's what all this Palantir stuff is all about. Trump said, if you go out there and protest, I'm gonna lock you up if you got a mask on. Wait a minute. You lock me up for wearing a mask, but if I throw a bottle at a cop, I won't get locked up. What kind of dumb shit is that?
Right.
Because they're getting identification on you people, man.
Right,
To
right.
put you in this case system.
That one Edomite came out and said, I'm gonna shoot you graveyard dead if you throw a brick.
Oh, in Texas, they said they giving a green light. You can run their ass over.
Yeah, Florida too.
Yeah,
You can
Florida.
do that in Florida.
Yeah.
If anybody's in the way of you going, you can just
You can run them over.
They about to be in that spirit, man.
Esau he's coming down with that great wrath, man.
Yeah. The Lord has, like, you know, in the gang culture, they got a saying, blood in, blood out. Well, how did America come in?
Blood
With
in,
blood.
blood out.
So how you think it's gonna go out? You know?
Right, that's for violence.
A quick precept. The book of Baruch 4, and I'm going to start at verses 23. It says, For I sent you out with mourning and weeping, but Yahweh will give you to me again with joy and gladness forever. That's what we're waiting on, man. Okay, we're waiting to get our recompense, ready to get our kingdom, man. I'm ready for rest.
Yeah.
Ready to chill, you know. I'm ready to just be in a world that we ain't got to worry about this shit. Weather
Right.
all out of balance, man. I'm tired of this shit, bro.
Right.
You know, life is supposed to be enjoyable. Life's supposed to be fulfilling, not stressful. You wake up the next morning, you know, you got to worry about somebody trying to rip you off. You know, all types of shit. Somebody cutting you off, somebody pulling a gun on you.
Yeah.
You gotta fucking, you go to the mailbox, you got anxiety because you may got a tax bill in there for 10 years ago
you don't even wanna
that they
check
try
the
to
mail.
audit you like, God damn, like I paid you, motherfucker. How do I owe you from 10 years ago? You know, motherfuckers trying to sue you, take you to court, car breakdown. You got to work around a bunch of homosexuals, a bunch of women is over you. Nobody wants to live like that, bro. Dirty ass water.
Everything's expensive.
Yeah, it's expensive as fuck. Got to worry about somebody breaking in your vehicle. That ain't no goddamn way to live.
I don't know.
But it says, like it's now, the neighbors of Zion have seen your captivity. So should they surely see your salvation for my power, which should come upon you with great glory in the brightness of the everlasting. So when we get delivered, all you gangsters, all you people that ever thought that we was coats and scoffed us and thought we were jokes, you all gonna be confounded, man.
God.
Because it tells us in Wisdom of Solomon, somebody want to pull it, the 5th chapter, that when we get, it says, this them that we sometime had in derision. Okay, because y'all gonna realize that we were the people of the Lord. No matter what the church taught you, no matter what your personal feelings or how you felt, okay? We're the people of the Heavenly Father, man.
That's
And
right.
you're gonna find that out, man.
That's right.
Okay, because you people are gonna be getting jacked up, and we're gonna be getting delivered, Lord's will.
That's right.
All right.
Facts.
And it says here, my children, suffer patiently the wrath that is come upon you from the Most High. For thy enemy have persecuted thee, but shortly thou shalt see his destruction and shall tread upon his neck. So we gonna come a time that we gonna literally put our foot up you devil's ass, man.
Right.
Been itching for that day, man.
Yeah.
Slicking, just getting them just ready, man. You know how like when you got that steak and you ready to dig into it, man. You ready to devour it.
Yeah.
That's how the Most High is sitting back squatting on you devils, waiting to sick his dogs on you, man.
Yeah.
'Cause when the Lord release us, ain't gonna be no stopping us, man.
Right. Because most people in America
Ain't gonna be no
interact.
fucking time out. Like
Right.
time out, nah, give me nigga.
Yeah,
we
hold on.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
gonna
hold
bro. We
on.
going through your shit,
You
man.
want the fair fade?
Yeah.
Come on, wait.
One
Nah.
thing they teach you in any type of combat sport, they said don't just hit it, you gotta punch through it.
Oh, yeah.
Go through it, man. We gonna go through you fucking devils, man.
That's
right.
Just rip you fucking limb to limb, man. And then you niggas that get in our way, you getting ripped in half too, man.
That's right.
All right, because we've been itching to get you damn niggas too, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Straight up, because you're the fucking problem right along with this goddamn devil, man.
Yeah.
You're the problem.
We
All right?
said it in our lesson. Between the white man and niggas, we on nobody's side, man.
Yeah.
Fuck all
Right.
y'all.
And that proves it the way the Lord uses that language when He said the dead gonna be cast out like dung.
Yeah.
That's imagery saying that that's how we gonna go through you, man. You're not gonna have any second thoughts about it. Okay, you're just gonna be cast out, man. You know, you don't think about a turd after you flushed it. You know, take
Better
a
not.
piss in the grass. You know, you don't give a fuck. That's how bodies are gonna be dropping out here, man. You know.
From the top, it says, "Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labors."
Yeah, nope, we get no account of our labors, man. Doing the work or just period. They don't give Jay credit for building this shit up, and we damn sure don't get credit for doing the work of the Heavenly Father, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? You look at these other camps, they get all the glory. Oh, you're just so a great prophet, you this and you that. Them ain't the men of the Lord, man. Motherfuckers praising Al-Azhar. Al-Azhar is not a man of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. All right?
Yeah, God.
Fuck out of here with that,
When they
man.
bring out a new breakdown, they be like, "The water, brother." I knew something was wrong what they was
Yeah.
teaching.
Yeah, the only thing that's wrong is your ass.
This make complete sense. Nigga, you were done.
Like, which one of your families commends you for being out here doing this work?
No.
None of them. They don't like the fact you out here, man. Your family don't like the fact that you in. They call you, say you in a fucking coat. You in a goddamn coat. You brainwashed. Yeah, these are the same idiots that never gave you anything in life, man. They ain't made shit better for you in life. If I'm such a fucking idiot, then won't you support me and make me not an idiot then?
Right.
Other than that, shut the fuck up, man.
Now they ain't got much to say.
Yeah. I'll block all them niggas. Don't fucking call me, man. Every last one of y'all, don't fucking call me. I'll surely tell you to go to hell somewhere, man. I don't give a fuck. Straight up. I'm not all soft on the family shit. I don't give a fuck. Each and every last one of y'all ass can taste a missile. And I won't feel no kind of way. And I'm standing on that.
Right.
Go ahead, bro.
Verse 2, "When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they looked for."
Yeah, because they're not looking for the so-called black man to be a dog of the Lord, man. When the ships come and pick us up, these people gonna be like, oh my God, how the hell did they, damn them? Are you serious? Wow. He wasn't lying. He wasn't in the coat after all. And then you're gonna still have people talking shit.
Right.
Which proves that those punk ass small hat ain't the people of the Lord, because if they're the so-called chosen people and they magically got beamed up, nobody would be surprised at that, man. Nobody would scoff at it. Nobody would, nobody had them as a proverb or in derision, man.
Yeah.
You know, if they were the real chosen people, nobody would scoff at them getting beamed up. But when you start seeing so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, that's when these punk ass people gonna be like, oh wow, well shit, they really was them. Yeah, man.
Well, quick question, brother. What small hat have ever done a video that the chariots was moving around them?
Right. I don't even know if they fucking know. They
Yeah.
don't even know the chariots.
Yeah, if the Lord was fighting for you people, why you getting your ass kicked over there, man?
Right.
Why you allowing your cities to get bombed? Where your prophets at foretelling the end of America?
Right.
Huh? If you're the man of the Lord, if you're the real people of the Bible, where your prophets at?
Who's the tribe?
Yeah. Where your tribes at?
Right. Where's the forces of the Gentiles bringing y'all?
Yeah.
all
Where's
these
the
dogs?
where's the law going forth from Zion?
It's not.
Because as far as I know, you could go to Tel Aviv and be a Mo.
Yeah, no capital.
Yeah.
It's like, verse 3, it says, and they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision and a proverb of reproach.
Yep.
It says, we fools accounted his life madness and his end to be without honor. How is he numbered among the children of the Most High, and his lot is among the saints?
Yeah, that's what they're gonna be saying. You know, people that scoffed and scorned us, the heathens, the Edomites, everybody gonna say that, man. Like, oh damn, how the hell is he this? Are you serious? These are the ones? We thought y'all were crazy. Thought y'all were bugged out. Thought y'all was in a cult. Thought y'all didn't like people. Well, we don't like you people, man. If we don't like you, that's the point. We're telling you we don't fuck with you like that. All right? That doesn't mean we're violent or we're gonna incite shit, but we have a right to have an opinion about the wickedness that's going on. You know?
This is the real action to put an end to the wickedness of the earth, man. Yeah. Crying out to the Heavenly Father. Lord said he put a mark on those that sigh and cry for them, man.
Yeah.
You know, so a lot of you people going out here protesting, the whole purpose is what? You wanna stop the deportation shit, right? But what is sitting stand outside and a bunch of people holding some signs, what does that really do to motivate shit? You're not stopping anything.
Right.
You know? So are you actually not going to work? Are you hitting the economy somehow? It's not affecting anything.
Yeah.
Marching does not do shit. You just basically having a damn elaborate parade, man.
Right.
You're not preventing the city from being able to accomplish anything by just going out there and just say, oh, this is a lot of people. They don't give a fuck about you being out there.
Well,
If you want real change, just stand for your Heavenly Father, man.
Well, the scriptures say that the people's customs are in vain, and also he's like the deaf adder that's stopping his ear. So the fact that people are protesting around the country, you would think that there will be a change of laws, taxes lowered, rent go down, because these are things that people are generally complaining about, rightfully so. But the elites are not trying to hear that. They're like, we're not hearing you people. So technically, by your constitutional right, you have every right to go and overthrow it. I mean, technically, you have a right to do that. That was put in y'all constitution that if you have a tyrannical government, you can form militias and you can get their ass out of power. So basically, I mean, you ain't being bound by anything but your punk ass emotions and your fear. But it's gonna come a time that the Lord is gonna let things, all hell just break loose. Like the scriptures say, they should not regard their kings or princes. So there's gonna be all types of hell out here, man. Hopefully, soon.
I have one what this brother was saying. This is cause you know I brought this up where they say read that part again where it say we fools counted his life man.
This is Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5 and verse 3. It says, and they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision and a proverb of reproach. We fools accounted his life madness and his end to be without honor.
Right, because among the people, it's gonna be a lack of understanding, man. A lot of people aren't really gonna truly comprehend what we're saying, and especially in the time of Jacob trouble, when let's say we get a following. You know, you got 15 people following you. They looking for you for guidance. Somebody from the outside, they be like, man, why they following that dude? What is that dude saying that makes them wanna listen to him? You know, because some jakes just hate order, and they just hate the words of the Most High.
Yeah.
So that's why I got this. 1 Corinthians 2 verse 12. Now we receive not the spirit of the world, but the spirit which is of the Most High, that we might know the things that are freely given to us of the Most High. More specifically, prophecy. Knowing what's going to happen, man. And that's more valuable in these days than any time in history, man.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
It say, 1 Corinthians 2 verse 12, now we have received not the spirit of the world, but the spirit which is of the Most High, that we might know the things that are freely given to us of the Most High. Which things also we speak, not in the words which man wisdom teacheth, but which the Holy Spirit teacheth, comparing spiritual things with spiritual. But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of the Most High, for they are foolishness unto him. Neither can he know them, because they are spiritually discerned, man. So yeah, a lot of people are gonna die in their ignorance, man.
Right. Just distracted, just not knowing nothing. You know, you got all these videos of these women. You know, they like they putting what you call it, windshield wiper fluid inside the goddamn engine. You know, so they don't even have the common sense to look up stuff on YouTube. That's how distracted everybody is, man. People are just gonna die just being ignorant, man.
Yeah.
Not knowing what the fuck is going on. But that's a curse. That's a plague. Being confused.
They got
You know?
mind.
One more quick one, man. Daniel 12:10, just to go with that. Many shall be purified and made white and tried, but the wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand.
That's right. That's right, man.
Wise should understand, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the wise. We understand clearly, bro. It's like, it's not like when you go into like these different breakdowns, everybody's bugging out because breakdowns and this and that. It's not hard for us to understand reincarnation. We can see it. It's not hard for us to understand that UFOs, chariots. It's not hard for us to understand America's Babylon the Great, who the Edomites are. We're all in unison when it comes to who these people are. It's something naturally that's in you. And that shows you that the Lord has to put that spirit in you to believe, because if it's just that simple for us, you would look at it like, why can't they get it? Because the Lord said that it's not given it to them, but it was given it to you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of the Most High, but to them it was not given. So this is like a jigsaw puzzle to these people, man.
Yeah, that's right. It's
Like-
a gift, like the Lord said, man.
Like that guy, the elder brother Manadazakbar was going in on that one bug out dude about the hell. And he was telling the dude, he said, look, man, we ain't got to sit here and make you get shit. It ain't my job to sit up here and make you understand. If you can't understand that that's a river of flowing water, that's on you, my man.
Right.
Like, don't try to get out or you nigga go to the cellars and buy.
Right. Yeah. Kind of.
You know, check your spirit. If you can't get it, check your spirit.
I always say this is the hardest generation to have faith in, man. Bro, you know, most people, you show them this sign, what they want. They want, well, what's the DNA say? You know,
Yeah.
they want this. They want X. Well, all right.
I see that on History Channel.
You know, we told you, man. That's all we here to do. Like the Lord already said the elect are going. When you hear the elect, the sheep hear the Lord's voice. They're gonna respond to it, man. We're
Right.
not really worried about it. You don't tell the fire alarm and ask it to have a dialogue. Which way is the fire exit? How much time I got? Can I go back
You hear the
inside and
motherfucker.
grab this? No, we're just here to chant this place down and let you know there's a fire.
That's it.
If you don't have the wherewithal in your brain to activate and get your ass up and move, then that's on you, man.
That's right.
Hey, the Lord said it. He said when he come on earth, should he find faith?
Yep.
These people ain't gonna have no faith, man. If people getting ready to lose their faith, because people gonna get tested, man.
Yeah.
Like that's why, bro, we gotta really be about this thing, man. I was just meditating on that last night. Spirit, like, you gotta be about it. You can't be afraid. You can't get timid. You know what I'm saying? Because it's easier said than done when you're surrounded by death. When you've never been in that situation, your flesh begins to take over. That's why you gotta constantly put yourself in these scenarios and trick your mind into saying, you know what, I gotta deal with it. I'm gonna come down the pipe. And ultimately, if the Lord is with you, you're gonna deal with it regardless.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't ever doubt the spirit over you, over your own flesh, because your flesh tell you, man, you ain't been through this. How you know you're gonna fare with it? But you gotta say, fuck that, man. You gotta believe that the spirit is with you, bro.
Right.
You know?
That's right. So ultimately, you gotta be willing to die, man.
Yeah.
You know, worst case scenario, if the Lord you gotta be okay with that too.
Yeah, bro, death is a way out this shit.
Yep. You gotta meditate on these things, man. The scripture say those that seek to save his life will lose it. Why is that? Because you're too attached to this life. See, this life, this really ain't a life. You know, you're attached to this. It looks like life, but it's a hollow, shallow version of it.
Fucking
Yeah.
simulation.
That's what Ace said and Paid in Full said. This life, this game, ain't no love in it. They don't love
It
you
don't
back.
love you back.
Yeah. See?
Hey, it took that nigga once to learn. He learned. He like, I'm cool.
I'm done with this
Yeah.
shit.
That's why I said we have no continuing cities. There's a real life up ahead of us, man.
Yeah.
You know? But the famous precept, just to back you up, or you like you had more?
What was that? Farouk? Now I got one after you got it, bro.
This is Isaiah 33:6. It says, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and the strength of salvation, the fear of the Lord Yahweh is his treasure. You see, so we're going to have that understanding, man. That's going to be the greatest gift that you can have, man. I had a little micro dream like last night where this shit going on today, it really popped off. I could see it everywhere, but in my spirit, I felt good, man. It felt like, back in the day when you got like an extra paycheck, you wasn't expecting
yeah.
like that, kind of like that inner joy you had, like, oh shit, I'm good. I ain't got to worry about. That's kind of like how I felt, bro. Yeah, and I could hear sirens and shit going off and shit. The dream lasted probably less than a minute, but I just had that feeling in me, man. I'm like, I should have absolutely no reason to feel joy. Your flesh should feel fear and anxiety, but I didn't. And so I pray for that for every brother, man, because that's what the elect is gonna get, man.
Yeah, that's right.
You know?
Hey, brother did a video on it the other day. What did he say? What brother did the video on it? No, the brother Quad, he did a video. He said we're coming to the time that power is getting ready to replace fear.
Yeah.
So even within yourself, you may feel that you may be timid, but the Lord is going to take over that day.
Yeah.
That's what you got to bank on, because if you thinking of yourself, how you going to be you going to sell yourself short, man, because you alone are incapable.
Right.
You can't deal with what's coming on out in this place just by yourself.
Yeah.
There's got to be a spirit put in you to deal with it. Spirit got to take over, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's why when he told Joshua and Caleb to go take the land, he said, look, go be courageous. He said, go out there and be courageous, man. I'm going to be with you.
Yep.
And if you believe that, then, you know, you ain't really got shit to worry about. And the Lord, you know, he going to get you out of what you need to get out of. You going to go through what you need. You ain't going to go through nothing by coincidence. It's happened because it needs to happen.
Yeah.
Okay? If it's written that you're going to overcome, you're going to overcome. You just got to get over yourself and really just detach and say, I don't give a fuck.
Right.
Because when you truly don't give a fuck, that's when you can truly harbor the spirit of the Lord, bro.
Yeah, because the spirit would do like you know, like on your work computer, you try to do something, you got to have admin rights.
Yeah.
Well, that's what the spirit would do. The spirit would tap into yours and do a administrator overload.
Yeah.
Because it's been certain experiences where I've been fearful, you know? It's like, oh shit, but the spirit overrid my reactions
Yeah.
and guided me, man.
Yep.
So, you know, that's real life application, man. It's
Yeah.
not just us telling you it. No, man, you got to believe, man.
Yeah.
And you know what? You will feel when the spirit is on you, man.
Yeah.
Because you just feel light and you have a certain sense of calmness, man. That's why the scriptures say the Most High did not give us the spirit of fear, man.
Yeah. Fear is a demon. It's a natural trait, but it could be anxiety. It's a spirit. It's a demon. They teach you to be have anxiety in this world. You're constantly in a state of worrying all the time, man. I guarantee you, most people worry out of 24 hours a day. Most people worry 20. Matter of fact, at the time they ain't sleep, they worry maybe 18 hours out the day. What you see here is a bunch of people that's worried. They're afraid. That's why they have all these gimmicks up. People are being who they truly are not, because they're afraid, man. They're afraid of being judged. They're afraid of being ridiculed. They're afraid of being outed. They're afraid of losing. You know, they don't have life, man. The Lord, Yahweh Shai said that I come to give them life and give it to them more abundantly. So we got to be in the spirit, because when this city falls, we going to have to be the ones that have to man up and man up and walk through the fire, man.
That's right.
Because, hey, it's going to be people that's going to be depending on us to be the God out here, man.
Right.
Okay? We can't stop and get afraid when we see these people get fucked up, because these people getting ready to lose, bro. All these people, they're getting ready to lose, man. We can't feel no way about them when they getting fucked up. I'm not going out my way to help. No, look.
No.
Yeah, they already
Help me. Nah, fuck you. And that's the spirit you gotta be in, man. You gotta practice that shit, bro. You know?
I got one.
You got one. You got it, brother.
This is Isaiah 26:3. It says, "Thou will keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee, because he trusted in thee." You know, and like the brother said, man, or the elder said, majority of the thoughts people have are negative, man. You know, I got this app that it kind of just sends me random facts. You know, it said on average, you know, people may have around 6,000 or so thoughts, and majority of those thoughts are negative, man, in a day. And I could attest to that shit, man. It's just, that's just the flesh, you know. But scriptures say, "Thou will keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee, because he trusted in thee," man. So in these times, we have to keep our mind on the Lord, man.
Yeah.
You know, and under, you know, just lock into the spirit, really. You know, that's the only way we're gonna make it through this shit, because your flesh may get weak. You gotta accept that. You just gotta know that. But when you lock into the spirit, you say, oh, scriptures say, you know, who has the Lord
Ever forsaken.
who has the Lord forsaken that put their trust in him?
Yeah.
Who has he ever despised, man? This is when all that the work we've been doing is gonna count. You know?
Hey, then Howard Shai, then they said, I was just had it in my mind. The Lord said that the flesh is weak, but the spirit is indeed willing.
Spirit is willing, yeah.
It's willing, man, because the flesh is weak as hell. Flesh is always trying to find a way to escape. The flesh don't want to be out here because it's hot.
Right.
But you in the spirit, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's
That's
deep.
why I think about that guy David Goggins, man. He got a high spirit on him. He was training the fighter Israel Adesanya. His leg was giving out on him. He said, "Man, get your ass up. You got it in you."
That nigga
90
was throwing,
seconds,
that nigga
man.
was throwing up, bro.
Yeah, it's like 90 seconds to get your ass up.
Yeah,
Because your flesh was giving out, man.
And Israel, that time, he ain't know. He's like, that's a fucking elite.
Bro, he is. Bro.
Yeah,
He
that
got
nigga
he got more like conditioning and training and
He'll whoop the average nigga ass.
oh yeah.
Nigga was throwing his life up, bro.
What Ryan Garcia said, he's like, come on, I'm gonna get the bitch out of you. He's swinging on me.
Ryan Garcia.
Mental perception, mental toughness, man.
JK Ryan Garcia. He is a nigga.
I got appreciate it.
Go ahead.
This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 1. It says, but of the times and of the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of Yahweh so cometh as a thief in the night.
Right, we ain't got no need to tell you people this the last days, man.
Nope.
If you in a black Christian church and they ain't telling you that, leave now, man. If they telling you to, give and expect nothing in return when the collection plate come around and that's all you learned in church, leave now, man.
Yeah.
Cause if you ain't seeing we about to get the fuck up out of here, then you just gonna die in ignorance, man.
That's right.
If you still in the black Christian church, then 9 times out of 10, you just not gonna make it, man.
Yeah, bro,
probably
stop.
is.
Yeah, like the black Christian church is a
Yeah, just
biggest
jump off
joke.
the bridge.
Yeah, you be better off joining a fucking Ringling Brothers
Y'all
circus.
the congregation.
You should get paid for that
Universal
shit.
Soul Circle.
Yeah, you get paid for that. You go to church. You still got motherfuckers that go to church every Sunday, man.
Hey, because you know what? Because they actually know that we're in the last days, but they go and they pay those churches and those pastors to make them feel better about what's coming. You see, they go there to hear soft words and to feel better about their wickedness and to feel better about what's coming, man.
Right.
But there ain't no good news for the wicked, man. Okay?
Right.
Hey,
Y'all
no
gotta
peace
die.
to the wicked.
You know?
Hug your neighbor and tell him glad you made it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right. It says, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. So we've been paying attention to what's going on. Like all this shit that's happening right now with these protests, the shit that happened with Israel and Iran, we're excited, but we're not surprised at all.
Yeah.
Like it didn't come at us with a shock. Like
Leaned on
like this is really happening. No, we knew this shit was gonna happen. It was like
Right.
we've been waiting
Okay.
for all these years. Every single day. Like damn, when's this gonna happen? We've been saying when. Now it happens. Finally. So now, brothers, kind of in spirit. Okay, kind of finally we seeing something, but we still hoping that more judgment comes behind this.
Right.
Yeah, like
Right.
y'all, like you don't get like anxiety, like like shit is happening, like people. It's just like a normal day. Bro, we're so numb to this shit. It's like in my mind, it ain't even no protest going on. It's like I see it, but it's like okay, okay. These people excited. I'm just like okay. Next.
A lot of these people are really scared, man.
Shit, COVID,
Yeah.
same thing. Shit,
Yeah.
COVID, man. Hey, COVID, man. I had a fucking ball in the pandemic, bro.
Yeah,
Shit,
God.
I saw some of the best movies that
I got some of the best boxing.
Yeah, hell yeah, hey, hell yeah, man.
Yeah,
Jake was winning in that pandemic, shit.
Yeah, but
It's
it was like a spirit, like you walking through like, not like a force field, but it's like you in a different like dimension. You walking through, because their spirit is so different, counter to your spirit. It's like, damn, am I spectating a movie? Like I'm walking through the store, it's like everybody like panic, I'm chilling.
Yeah.
You know.
Hey, you see people with the mask on in the car and
Yeah,
shit.
they-
I'm
I'm
scared,
scared,
bro.
bro.
These people, man.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah, because and brothers, we're excited about what's happening. Like sometimes I have to water down my excitement when I'm in public and people get to talking about this shit. I gotta blend in with the crowd.
Yeah.
But I'm excited about what's happening. I'm happy. But I was at work this morning and them motherfuckers were scared, sorrowful.
Yeah.
Like
I
what?
hope to calm down.
Damn. Like in my mind, I'm like, yeah, hey,
I'm
this shit
excited.
on.
I'm smiling about this shit.
Like,
I'm looking for
Yeah.
salvation. But these other people, hey, they terrified what's going on.
Turn this
Man.
shit the fuck up,
What's
man.
happening in the world is really bad, man.
We lit. We lit over here.
Scripture say, men's hearts filling up for fear, looking
got
after
that.
those things which are coming on the earth.
Yep,
Because I like to get, I like to get the sentiment of the people. I'll hop on social media, read through the comments, watch all the videos. People reporting on everything that's going on. They're like, oh, don't panic, don't freak out, don't panic. That's honestly exactly what the fuck you people should be doing, man.
Right.
Because you people, you're not making it through this, man.
Yeah.
Like we've been going over, like we're gonna be good. We're gonna be in a good case through this, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You people ain't. Hey, y'all better.
Hey man, I thought about it, bro. Like just going down the comments, just put told you so,
Right.
And bro, like if you pay attention, like have you ever just left comments and troll the motherfuckers, but they don't say nothing back?
Yeah.
Back in the day, they'd scoff your ass. I'll be
Nah,
leaving
they
shit.
can't say
They
shit.
don't be saying nothing. I'm like, I know they see my comment, man. Like my shadow ban.
Right. no lights or nothing.
Yeah, that shit
It's
just
like
be empty.
you seen that shit.
Yeah, because they know, man. Like, yeah, these dudes.
Yeah, because like, what are you trying to preserve, man? Living paycheck to paycheck? You know,
This shit's
what are
for
you
the
trying to
birds.
preserve, man?
Yeah.
You know, like you really should have been one riding a long time ago, man.
Yeah, it should have
Can't
went this
own
far, bro. Yeah, that shit should. After they didn't hit you with the NDAA Act too, y'all should have. Yeah, I can't wait for the shit.
When they push out this shit, when DJ Trump comes out with it,
That could be announced this year, bro. With this Palantir, that could be announced this year, bro.
Bro, they got the platform for it already. They already got it.
They got the platform. It's out. Now they got the pretext with all these shit.
They put the money in it already. It's like they got the money. It's
They'll come
there.
out with the iPhone 17.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Apple
Free
now,
upgrade.
they sending you. They like, we give you $200. You trade in your phone and get the new iPhone. I'm like, wow, y'all talking that talk? Because the new shit now is AI generated. Now they got some AI feature on there. If y'all pay attention, if y'all go like on Google, now they got like an AI option on there, man, just by default.
Okay.
Yeah, but if you go like on DuckDuckGo, they have AI privacy settings, but allegedly it don't track you. But Google then already done sold your information to people, bro.
Yeah, they do. That's how they made that new Google AI video thing.
Yeah.
That shit is wild, bro.
Yeah,
But
bro.
the way they did it, they just took all of your data, man.
Yeah,
Made
that
it-
chip. I was gonna say that chip is definitely right around the corner too, because Apple, that information went out that Apple said you're gonna be able to control their devices with the chip, man.
Yeah.
With the brain chip. So, hey, what the fuck else would the mark of the beast be, man? The grass? Like, it's literally, it's plain as day at this point,
Yeah,
man.
they gonna keep winging it and making shit up until everybody literally in the line
Yeah.
get that motherfucker.
What Nate gonna say? It's June, ain't no microchips. And watch them other camps come on board and say we never said that it wasn't. Look, we got receipts.
Yeah.
I have videos saying that they said it wasn't a chip, brother.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I got receipts on that shit. I wish.
To keep them receipts.
Yeah, bro. I wish they would come up and say like, wait a minute.
The first thing they're gonna try to say is, well, it could be both. That's what they're gonna try to say. They're gonna try to wiggle it in there where it could be sin and it could be the chip. You know, they're gonna try to sneak it in there. Then they're gonna try to eventually pivot to, okay, it's the chip.
You IUIC niggas, man. You IUIC niggas. Y'all just should just all jump in this river and just see how far you can swim before you sink to the bottom, man. That's what y'all do. Cause y'all just a bunch of, y'all don't. What I realize about the IUIC brothers, they're just a bunch of men that just follow blindly. Scriptures say blind leaders of the blind shall fall in the ditch, man. Them dudes are not sincere.
Yeah.
Look, they're not gonna have a leg to stand on when all hell break loose. They're not built up in the spirit. Because low key, IUIC, they don't want this kingdom to go down, brother.
No.
They don't want this shit, bro.
It's their consolation.
Yeah, they love it here. They got the women, they got the gimmicks, they got everything. They leader is rich. They're not trying to see this place fall, man.
You got a lot of bitter, low self-esteem niggas in that congregation.
Yeah.
If you don't question anything, you know, you let a nigga evaluate your woman, you know, you just happy to chant against the white man in some kind of hedge of protection. But he's already in cahoots with the white man. His whole organization is set up.
And they
Remember,
simps,
they
they
can't
simps,
prophesy
bro.
against Esau because we're in his society.
They simps, bro. I can't stomach to be. I work with one of them. I can't stomach to be around them, bro.
Yeah, it's
I
sickening,
mean,
man.
he don't give me no problems, but it's the spirit on me. It's like, you want to be around. I really want to just like, you know what Vegeta did to Nappa.
Hey, I'm gonna do that shit in the beginning.
Hey, Nappa. Hey man, Vegeta was ruthless, bro. He was in the right. He took that thing. He said, you know what, man? Threw his ass in. He blasted him.
And he came there with Nappa, man. That's how,
I have no weak.
but that's how Apostle R would feel. You know, you on the
Vegeta
line.
didn't tolerate weakness, bro.
Hell no. That's how Apostle R feel. You know, you grew up, you on the line with him, and all of a sudden you fall out. That's how you feel, man.
Oh
You
shit.
launch your ass.
I picked up that Sparkling Zero too. That shit
Oh, for
cold.
real?
Hell yeah,
Alright,
that shit nice, bro.
Check it out.
Yeah. Oh, you got it.
Yeah, Psalms 140 and 4. It says, keep me, O Yahweh, from the hands of the wicked. Preserve me from the violent man who have purposed to overthrow my goings. The proud have hid a snare for me in cords. They have spread a net by the wayside. They have set gins for me.
Right, so the scriptures say, keep me, O Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, from the hands of the wicked. Preserve me from the violent man who have purpose to overthrow my goings, man, because at the end of the day, once the shit become lawless, believe that we at the top of the list of people to be rounded up. They using these illegals as a reason to have that force upon the people. But once this shit gets broken down, they gonna go after who they really want, man.
Right.
So you got to see this as a ploy of them trying to get close to you, just like a woman. You know, women will use excuse. Oh yeah, what they let's say drop the handkerchief. They'll make an excuse for you to get close to you just so you can be around them. That's what this devil's doing, man.
Yep.
All right, stay aware.
7, it says, "O power, the Lord, the strength of my salvation, thou hast covered my head in the day of battle. Grant not, O Yahweh, the desires of the wicked. Further not his wicked device, lest they exalt themselves."
All right, so it say, grant not the desires of the wicked, man. We were just going into the MOTBC here. These people are implementing a new world order society, man. And what's crazy is that most of y'all don't even care.
Right. Yeah.
And half of y'all welcome it.
That's the worst part.
Bro, that's great you said that because they don't care. It's like
Don't care.
bro, the information is out here. You got tons of videos coming out that they're setting up a new world order, and these people don't even fight about it. They're like, oh well, it's like they don't even know it exists. It's like, what the fuck is going on? Like, do they not believe it? Do they not see it, or they just don't care?
Doped up on Oreos and energy drinks.
Bro, I think that jab. I mean, even before then, the food or something has done something to the people, man.
Yeah.
There's clearly a new world order being established.
Right.
And you people just like, okay, well, we'll deal with it, and when it comes, it's gonna be too late, man.
Well,
No, it's gonna deal with you when it comes.
Yeah. Bro, like they're like, well, we fight back, they're gonna take what we got. They're gonna take shit from you if you don't. They're taking shit away from you now.
Right.
Like, do you know how many rights was taken away from you during the time of the pandemic? The fact that you had to wear a mask that was falsified by a fucking globalist that lied about the shit, and he still ain't locked up to this day, shows you right there. If that wasn't enough for you to get roused up, then we don't know what will. But the famine, bro, the famine.
I was just gonna say the food.
The famine, the
Take that
famine.
shit, it's over with.
Esau, you want to get these people riled up? Take the food, man.
Take it.
Take the food. Take social media, man.
Going up.
Bro, like I promise you, bro. If social media just goes for good, I will be the happiest man in the
Oh
world,
yeah,
bro.
man. Bro, they take away social media and this fast food shit, cause they Whole Foods just got hit with that cyber attack.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that famine is about to sweep this place, man. When you people ain't got bread and circus,
Open up the gate.
like they always say, bread and circus keep these people docile and calmed down. When they take that shit away, man, it's a fucking wrap.
Yeah.
That's all you people do, man.
Think about you got the drug famine too, man. Because you know a lot of these bitches, they ain't never not been high in the past 5 to 8 years.
They high every day.
Every day they high. They on some kind of pill. They on some. They vaping. They doing something. They got something kind of some. Or they drinking every day, or they got some kind of coping mechanism. That's gonna be a famine as well too. Even if they got bread, their minds are not right, man. You know these bitches constantly got to be high. You know they always got let's roll one. Like no, bitch, you ain't
People
sticking
walking
my
by here, they high as hell on some shit like this. They high, yeah, they suck.
Bro, these bitches can't go to sleep without hitting that vape, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
I promise you, they wake up in the middle of the night hitting that shit.
Yeah. So that's gonna be a family, man. Social media, that's gonna be a family.
But you can see the difference between preparation of the flesh.
Yeah.
The world feeds their flesh. With, okay, I'm having a bad day. Let me get some comfort food. Let me get some weed. Let me pop a Percocet. What do? We fast.
Right.
We deny the flesh.
Put it in order.
I'm in a bad spirit. I'm gonna just get right with the Lord. I ain't gonna eat. I ain't gonna drink. I'm gonna pray.
Right.
And, go ahead.
I was gonna say that's the spirit, bro, because when you fast, you pretty much put yourself in a position to where you denying yourself eating, drinking, and being merry in most cases, man. So that's like the main things people use to kind of sedate themselves into escape. So these people they're not built for that, man.
Right.
These people can't wake up and skip breakfast.
Yeah. No, they can't, bro. That's wild.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how much more so going 3 days without food, man? We practice these things.
Your flesh is just like a lot like Esau, man. You can't negotiate with your flesh, man. You just got to put it in subjection. If you feed your flesh and feed your flesh will enlarge itself, just like Esau
flesh
will.
is like a woman, bro.
You overeat, your stomach will literally stretch itself out to eat more food, bro. Like it's never gonna, it's always gonna want more, man.
It's like a woman.
Right. You can't ever just feed it. You gotta keep it in subjection, man.
Hey, and that's why they gonna take the MOTB, because they gonna want more. Nigga, they need McDonald's. And they will take a chip to get it, man. You don't get this shit?
It's wild, bro.
And having discipline, bro. Like, it's a certain shit I just want to eat. You can't pay me to go to McDonald's or, bro. Like, I remember, I think last time I had a Whataburger was probably like 3-4 years ago. I stopped. I'm like, I can't eat this shit, man. Motherfucker was good. I'm like, nah,
I
I'm
got
cool.
off this shit too.
Yeah,
They
I
was,
can't
bro.
do
At
it.
first, they was good, but
I don't know what
Bro,
happened to
that
them.
shit
something happened.
that shit make you constant. That
It
shit
do,
fuck your
fuck you,
stomach up, bro.
They got something.
Yeah, they better in Texas.
Yeah, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie. If they brought an In-N-Out burger here, I might try that shit once.
And now,
That
I
shit
heard about
kind of,
I ain't never tasted it before, man. So
It's cool.
yeah. But it's all bullshit. But the thing is, we don't just gratify our flesh all the time. Like, you know, brothers, we got, like, your spirit gravitate to certain things. Like, you know, you may go home, you may drink or whatever. You would do it in moderation, whatever, man. You know, but when the spirit tell you, like, nah, go cold turkey.
Yeah.
Fucking go cold turkey. Like,
Yeah.
I got a bar full of alcohol at the crib, and I don't even want to touch that shit. Now, if this was me maybe like 6-7 years ago, man, we've been drinking, tossing that shit back, having a good time. But the fact that out of it is like I told myself, I said, I'm not gonna touch the alcohol like that. And on top of that, I don't like the way it made me feel. So I'm just like, nah, I'm cool, man.
And that day you might be able to get one bottle, you might be able to get a whole whip.
Yeah.
Like I trade my car for some car.
Yeah.
I got 3 vehicles.
Niggas give up their car for that shit.
Let me get that bike from you, man.
Yeah, they got it.
But you want this bottle of Casamigos? Shit.
Yeah. You can't buy gold or silver right now. Buy you some cigars. Hold on to that.
And Chicago gonna be worth a lot of money in the times we coming in. Hey, the scriptures tells us in Isaiah 24th chapter they should drink wine but not be merry. man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So not drinking with a song.
Not with a
You
song.
saw it in that movie Sinners, because you know you had the bootleggers back in the day, man. That they was like an underground business. They were like, oh
Yeah.
shit, you got some Irish beer? You know that shit was like worth money.
Yeah, that's how Al Capone, they made a
Delta
lot of money
Slim.
doing the prohibition, bro.
Yeah,
Precept.
that's the spirit too, man. Cause it's a quick testimony. I cashed in, you know, be collecting change and shit. Cash it in, let the boys go buy it for shit at Walmart.
Yeah.
And as I put it in the coin machine, one coin kept spitting out. I was like, what the fuck does this shit keep coming out, man? It was a dime. And come to find out, it was like a pure silver dime.
Damn.
If you get the
It's
ones
worth
from 1950,
Oh, wow.
Are they worth some
they
shit?
worth a little bit more. Like they about you cash it in for like $4, but from 10 cents to $4 is a lot. But them dimes are gonna be real good for trading, you know, when times go down.
Yeah.
So that was the spirit, because you know we were kind of struggling at the moment when I cashed it in like that, and the Lord's just saying, hey, look, I'm gonna take care of you, man. It kept spitting it out. It could have swallowed it, man.
Yeah.
That would have been silver, just gone.
Yep.
But I looked at it, looked it up on Google. Sure enough, man, the dime itself, it could be worth like $1,000, man.
Yeah, because they had a lot of silver in it.
Yeah.
Now, you dimes they made this year, they just spray that shit.
Yeah, so if you get any dimes from like the 50s, 1950s, pay attention to the date. Don't get rid of that shit. That's got silver in it. I call it silver.
Hey, somebody
it's
get
like
Isaiah,
90% or something.
I think it's Isaiah 66 or Isaiah 65. Look at my service you eat. Somebody gets Psalms 37 as well, and somebody gets Psalms 33, I think. You got precept bring it out, bro.
Yeah, I remember these. This is just going back to that point earlier. Psalms chapter 18, verse 31. For who is like the Most High, save the Lord Yahweh? For who is our rock, our power? It is power that girdeth me with strength and maketh my way perfect.
Yeah, it's the Lord, man, that guards us with strength, because it ain't never ourselves, bro. Like when we out here, when shit hit the fan, we gonna be operating in the spirit of the Lord, man. He's gonna guide us, bro. You're gonna have a certain mindset in that day. That's why I tell myself all the time, like, just don't worry about it, because every time you find yourself roaring, it's like you telling the Lord, like, look, you can't handle this. But the Lord, He can do anything, man. And over time, like I always push this on brothers too. Like when you grow, you know, like you got men that grow quicker than other men. But I said, when you grow, embrace your growth. You know what I'm saying? Depends on how fast or slow you're growing. Grow always, but the Lord have you growing at a certain rate because He knows and He understands that you're coming into certain things, man. So over time, you may look at yourself a year from now and say, damn, you know what? I grew this slow because I needed to learn that. But now I see it, and the Lord did promise me that I was going to grow, and I did grow. So trust that process, man. You know, don't compare your growth to this brother because he's doing this and that, because that's the quickest way to fuck yourself over, bro.
Yeah, different parts of the body have different purposes. you know?
Yeah.
Your hair is probably gonna grow back faster than a womb will. You know what I'm saying? Different purpose.
You got a car engine, you got to constantly change that oil in that one, because that's the most important part of a car, and the transmission. When you got the tires are designed to go for so long that you change them out. No, right. Go ahead.
It says, verse 32, it is the Most High that girdeth me with strength and maketh my way perfect. He maketh my feet like hinds' feet, and setteth me upon my high places. He teacheth my hands to war, that a bow of steel is broken in my hands, in my arms. You see, so the Lord gonna have that spirit on us to know what we gotta do when we gotta do it, man.
That's right.
The Lord might give you the hinds feet to book it out of there, or He may just give you the raw strength to just do what you gotta do in that moment, man. You know, like I watched the video that this nigga police tried to arrest him on the body cam, and this nigga dusted his ass, man. That nigga looked like he had spiritual power, bro. He took off so quick.
Jake Brown, yeah.
He just fucking booked it, man.
You notice when cops are chasing, they don't catch Jake on foot.
Hell no, man.
Jake gone, yeah.
Out of shape cops, man.
Yeah.
You know? But the point is that the Lord is going to give us what's sufficient for us.
Yep.
Part along with the knowledge. It says, Thou hast also given me the shield of thy salvation, and thy right hand holding me up, and thy gentleness have made me great. Thou hast enlarged my steps under me, that my feet do not slip.
Yeah, so you gotta believe the Lord is gonna deal with you, man. All right, you can't rush the process. Don't rush your Shemi Hawashai. The Lord is infinite mercies, tender mercies, man. You know, you doing the work. You know, yeah, you're gonna fall short. You're gonna go through things. You know, you're gonna disappoint yourself, and sometimes you feel like you're pissing off the Heavenly Father. But even then, you know, He still deals with you. You know, like I was praying to the Lord, and I was like, I feel like I'm just fucking up. But, you know, went outside and the Lord showed numbers 1-4. I seen that number probably like 30 times the other day. But in my spirit, I felt like a piece of shit. I'm like, I feel like I'm pissing the Lord off. But Lord, like, look at the sign. Like, just be cool, bro. My mind is bigger than yours, man.
Right.
You may feel like you fucking up, and you may be fucking up, but man, just keep pushing, bro.
Yeah.
I get it.
I'm going to skip down to verse 39. It says, For thou hast girded me with strength unto the battle. Thou hast subdued under me those that rose up against me. So our enemies are already taken care of, man. Even though we haven't actually had to clash with them yet, they're already subdued. You know, it says, verse 40, Thou hast given me the necks of mine enemies, that I may destroy them that hate me. They cried, but there was none to save them, even unto the Lord Yahweh, but he answered them not. See, so the way the battle goes is completely decided by the will of the Heavenly Father, man. You can't look at about whether you're outnumbered. You can't look at whether or not a guy is bigger than you or not. It's all boils down to which side is the Lord did the Lord choose. Okay? If the Lord is on your side, you ain't got nothing to worry about, man.
Yeah.
You know?
That's why the scriptures say, then shall be known who are my chosen.
Yeah.
For they were tried in the fire as gold, man. Hey, send the lesson. Somebody got to be the elect. Somebody got to make it on the chariot, man.
Right.
And Yahweh Shemi Hawashai is going to ensure that whoever that is, if you're not going to be a martyr, whatever you go through, you're going to have like a spiritual force field around you to walk through that.
Yeah, right.
That's why we say that. That's why we said earlier today. Again, the only way to it is through it, man.
Yeah, and I believe the Spirit got a plan set up for each and every brother out there. I believe the Spirit is going to be with us. I just, you know, I can't prove it, but I do. I just know. I just feel like, man, shit, Lord ain't with us, man. Who's going to be with us?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just feel like the Lord just got something put away from us that to the point we just going to be straight. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, I feel like we gonna have, you know, our little run-ins and shit like that. But a lot of this shit, when it go down, I feel like in the spirit, a lot of it, we just gonna really be out the way and just gonna the missiles come.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I can see us really getting busy, but at the same time, I really seen us being out the way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? These people take through, man. You know, and the Lord showed us the bunkers for a reason, bro. Elder Malcolm has sent the video, and he sent the same video. And we seen it at the same time, and it was in Kansas City. I'm like, why did the Lord show us that?
Yeah,
Malcolm
yeah.
had texted. And I don't think he realized he sent it. He said, see, the Lord got something for the elect. And it was a bunker right in Kansas City. The one we saw, I'm like, yeah, that's shit. Because you got big mansions, bro, out, bro. You got some nice fucking spots out here.
Eureka, Kansas.
Dude.
You don't know nothing about Eureka.
Like, Esau got shit underground, like bunkers, like underground and back. I'm talking about the regular neighborhoods, man.
Yeah.
Like, where this come from?
Yeah, because I was in Redbridge. I got invited to this private garden event out there. And I had no idea it was mansions that fucking big in Redbridge.
Right
What the
there.
fuck?
Yeah, by that golf course out there.
Yeah.
I just passed by
I was
Red
like,
Bridge
what the
on the
hell?
interstate.
They had fucking servants in there and shit. I was like, I felt so fucking out of place.
Like way in the back, it's like in the cut and shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, well, shit, what proves that is that the Lord said, verily there be some of you standing here which shall not taste of death until they see the Son of Man coming, man.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a good portion of the elect. I don't want to say you're not gonna skate into the kingdom, but for lack of better words, man, they're just gonna have that protection, and they're just gonna go from this glory, this body, you know what I'm saying, this age to the new bodies, man.
And don't get it twisted. I want to see some action. You feel me?
Right.
I hope the Lord, you know, let us get in a little bit, you know, where it's necessary. But I don't, you know what I'm saying, whether martyrdom, you know, I mean, anything is possible, but I don't feel like the Lord brought the prophets here to kill us. I don't feel like that, bro. I just don't see it.
It's a heavy lot out there. there's so much more wicked motherfuckers than it is to us. You know, we're not a very big fan.
And we're overlooked. You know, I won't say we're overlooked, but these people, they really have wrote us off. Like, we're insignificant. Like, we don't even exist to these people. You know, so I mean, they see us, but they don't even know what the hell is going on. They don't know what the message is. They just know all these a bunch of crazy guys with this shit on, man. But they don't understand that we the prophets, man. We foretelling Kansas City is going to be destroyed, man. It's going to be riots here. It's going to be race wars here. There's going to be martial law in Kansas City, FEMA camps. There's going to be judgment. There's going to be death. Okay? A lot of people in this city are going to die, man. Why? Because they're wicked. You know, the alphabet community, this place got to fucking burn, man. That's right. It's not no goddamn sanctuary city. This is a wicked ass fucking city, man. You know what I'm saying? People are fucking docile, man. That's right. All y'all ass gonna be judged, man. That's right. And you remember, you heard it from the prophets first, man.
The people are fucking ISIL.
That's right. You got that precept, brother? Isaiah? Yes. Go ahead, man.
It's the book, Isaiah chapter 65, verses 11. But ye are they that forsake the Lord, that forget my holy mountain, that prepare a table for that truth, and that furnish the drink offering unto that number. Therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter.
I will number you to the sword, and ye all shall bow down to the slaughter, man. All these people, they're gonna all bow down to the slaughter, man. These people are not righteous people, man. These people are wicked as all hell, man. They engage in all types of idolatry. They eat abominable foods, man. And first and foremost, they hate the people of the Heavenly Father.
Yeah,
They hate the Lord.
Yeah.
That's right. That's the real final destination right there. The Lord told you, I numbered you to the sword. You like, you go to the DMV, you take a number. That's what these people are like when they're gonna get judged.
Yeah,
Bro.
sit here and wait for it.
Yeah, wait for it.
Bro, these people, bro, a crib blew up around my house maybe last week, 2 weeks ago. I heard that shit. I'm thinking I heard an explosion. It was like a crib blew up in black, like out there, man. I was like, damn, I heard it. And
Shit, the black woman got ran over 3 times on the fucking highway this week, man.
she survived too. Did she survive?
Nah, that bitch dead.
Yeah, I'm finna say, you know, the black woman is indestructible, man. I done seen her come back
On
from the dead.
71. She got hit 3 times on the highway.
Allah, how about Shimon Hawashai, man?
You know that was wicked. You know she was wicked.
You got ran over 3 times. That's three. That's 3
Somebody
strikes.
hit, was it on purpose or she was just tweaking?
Well, they say that she got in an altercation with an Uber driver, and the Uber driver threw her phone out the window.
Oh.
And so she was drunk. She went to go look for the car. She went to go look for her phone on the highway where it got thrown out of.
See, people's phones will be the death of
I
them.
had that bitch get ran over 3 times.
See, the phones will kill. Like, people would literally, if you throw a cell
Die for
phone,
that shit, bro.
you will have a person that can't, because the average person don't know how to swim. I can literally take a phone and throw it in there. You will have a stupid motherfucker to go in there and look for it.
They'll jump.
Yeah, jump in there, yeah. Bro, yeah, it was a video that came out years ago in Chicago. The lady phone fell down on the L platform, so she jumped down. Big black woman, because you know the L platforms, them motherfuckers pretty. You gotta have some hops. You gotta have some upper body strength.
Yeah.
So this bitch go down there, get the phone. She tried to run. Train came and boom, smacked her.
Good.
I'm like, you should have just let the phone, or at least wait till the fucking train go. Like, you clearly trained right here. And you big as hell. You every bit of 250. You ain't getting up there.
Right.
Was it worth dying over a phone?
Over a phone. You know,
You got insurance. You can replace that
Right.
shit.
You know the screen was already cracked anyway.
Yeah.
It say, Isaiah 65:12. Therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter. Because when I called, ye did not answer. When I spake, ye did not hear, but did evil before my eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not.
Like the damn protest. 'Cause the Lord is speaking now. You know, the Lord is out here speaking with his prophets now, man. But yeah, y'all choose to go protest with a bunch of moles, PDF files. You know, y'all out there joining hand with that wicked shit, man. Instead of listening to the counsel of the Lord.
Yep.
And so this is the reward for that. Isaiah 65:13. Therefore thus saith the Lord, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Right? So the scriptures say a time of trouble is coming upon the face of the earth, but that don't mean everybody gonna be in trouble.
Right.
All right?
Yeah.
The righteous gonna have the protection of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, because we weren't afraid to proclaim this gospel. man. All right, we're going to be out here every week telling you the same thing until the Lord brings our words to pass, man.
That's right.
Hey, and all these people that walk by, you fucking condemn, man.
That's right.
Baba Kashaf, you could grab the last part again, bro.
Time.
Because like your Rob brought out earlier, he had that, that dream, that part of his dream where he said pretty much hell was breaking loose, but he had a spirit of joy, man.
Yeah.
That's why scripture say we gonna rejoice and you people gonna fucking mourn. Rightfully so, man.
Right.
Y'all rejoicing now.
Yeah.
The Lord is not unrighteous, man. Scriptures say, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom. That's what you fuckers are doing, man.
Right. Right.
So now it's gonna be our turn to rejoice and live it up.
Yeah.
It say Isaiah 65 verse 13, therefore thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, behold, my servant shall eat.
And you know what, Salakia, brother, but the mayor, he just signed the death warrant, man, you dummy. You out there in that fucking pride parade,
Yeah.
and then your dumb ass just get hit with a fucking tornado last week? You stupid nigga. Motherfucker, didn't you just have wildfires just a month and a half ago and you out there with a fucking pride flag on, bro? That's why you really just marked this city, man. Yeah.
Behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Behold, my servant shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit.
Ooh, I mean, that's what scripture say. Your knees are gonna be weak as water, man.
Yeah.
You people, all of you people are gonna be made bitches in this day, and we're gonna be in a spirit of rejoicing. How can you be in a spirit of rejoicing when we in the worst times ever, man?
Yeah.
You literally got out of the spirit of the Lord. That's why Isaiah 32:2, a man should be a hiding place from the wind and from the tempest, man.
Yeah,
Or from the storm and the tempest.
Right, but it's gonna be men. Because see, the scriptures say men will be made like women. You see, so you really not gonna have a lot of men. It's gonna real men are gonna be extremely rare.
Oh yeah.
And whenever something extremely rare, the value of it goes up.
Yeah.
That's how economics works.
I mean, the men in this society, you ain't got men in this world no more, man. Man ain't fucking men no more. These niggas are fucking a hot dog away from a fucking heart attack, man. These dudes can't even run up the damn block, man.
Right.
You think this guy gonna get away from martial law? He can't run. He can't run from here
Can't
to the
water
end of
your
that
way.
one-way in a full sprint, bro.
Yeah.
He got about 2 weeks of insulin left. He out of there.
Yeah.
Come with me.
This is the men of the society.
Yep.
This shit is take. That's why Russia ain't. Russia like, man, you people ain't ready, man.
Yeah. 'Cause these people are gonna be widespread panic. It's only gonna be two types of men that's not gonna panic. The elect, the Lord is protecting. You're gonna have like the Spirit's creative adventure, like the Skeletor nigga. Skeletor, he was cool in all of the chaos.
He like that shit.
'Cause he's a spirit made to do that.
Yeah,
That's going everybody else, y'all gonna be panicking, man.
He was in the midst of that shit.
Yeah, he was in the party getting twerked on.
Yeah,
He said,
right.
fuck this. I got a different type of fun.
Yeah, he kicked off the first. He kicked out the first. He was
Right.
the only one out there catching bodies,
Yeah,
man.
he kicked it up. He didn't have that spirit of fear because the Lord made him a spirit of vengeance.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knew his mission.
Yeah.
He got it out.
It's the book of Psalm chapter 30, verse 1. It says, I will extol thee, O Yahweh, for thou hast lifted me up and hast made my foes to rejoice over me. O Yahweh, my God, I cried unto thee, and thou hast healed me.
One day, bro.
O
Them
Yahweh,
just gonna manifest
thou hast
some
brought
shit,
up
bro.
my
We gonna
soul
be out
from the
here one day
grave.
and they just gonna
Thou
form
hast
some
kept
ships.
me alive. Thou should not go
I'll be
down
like,
to
what?
the pit. So the Lord,
He came out there.
He preserves us in a lot of times of adversity. He's going to keep us alive. He's going to take care of us, man. In the midst of a pit, just like they do. Daniel went to the pit, and he was kept, man. He was preserved. He could have got straight up devoured. He was down there for multiple days. And they made sure they starved the lions and everything. But guess what? He wasn't touched. So in these times that's coming, that's how the men of the Lord going to be, man. And the light's going to begin to shine upon us, and that's why you're going to have things like Isaiah 4:1 happen.
Yep.
People are going to be looking at you like confused, like, why is this guy he's not looking like he's starving at all. They smell good, in good shape.
Right.
He don't look like he's hungry at all.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
right.
He don't got no scars on him.
Yeah.
What the fuck is? Who is this guy?
Yeah.
And he's still good.
Yeah, right.
Gucci guilty.
That's that yourself.
What are you wearing?
And he's
Yourself.
He better than what he was beforehand.
And he
Yeah,
walking in the
yourself.
street, he drinking
Right.
and stuff in the middle of the street.
Got
So
some
why is he so
popcorn.
fucking happy?
Got some popcorn chicken. Where you get that from, man?
Yeah.
Don't ask
See,
for nothing.
the Lord say that in Isaiah 41. He said, I will hold thy hand when all hell breaking loose. I'm literally going to walk you through this, man. You're going to really be good, man.
Hey, a brother broke it down. He said, look, he said in that time, he said, you may still have cell phone service. Like,
Yeah,
come on,
God.
brother. Text the brother, you where you at, bro?
FaceTime.
Yeah. You like the fuck FaceTime. How the hell you get service out here?
Lord might give you the Urim and Thummim, man.
Because we gonna, I believe the Lord is gonna start doing things supernaturally, man. Like I was telling the brother, like these could very well be chariots, bro. Like, cause notice like when the clouds are around, there's a certain wind that comes with it. And we know that the ships are called whirlwinds. These could very well be ships, man, cloaking us from the heat.
This is a turned up day,
Yeah,
you know, where they would be on watch.
Your brother said it was chariots last night. I was asleep.
Oh yeah, that was like
Yeah.
3 of them I seen.
Yeah.
There was one that was going straight up that. The first one I seen was coming this way,
Yeah.
and then there was another one that was going straight across the sky.
They
And I
booking
seen
it.
one more.
Kind of booking it.
It was kind of going steady,
Okay.
but it was like, it was just cruising. Something I looked up. I stopped for a minute and looked up and it was sailing.
They out here, man.
Bro, I had one crazy, but man, I think I told y'all this before. It was so weird. I was sitting in the car, and I'm thinking, you know how like sometimes when it looks like planes are coming over the horizon, but they be like little balls. So I looked, and I'm like, okay, it was an orb, and I'm like, okay, it looked like it's coming, but it wasn't moving, but it was coming. If that made sense. So I'm like, okay, it's moving and it's coming this way. But as I turned my head and I turned back, it looked like it started back and it started coming. It's like a rewind button, shit, bro. And it was like 3 of them. I'm like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, I remember you said
Yeah, I'm like, it was weird, man, because I'm like, it's moving, but it's not moving. But then when I finally looked up and got out the car, then it flew over me. I was like, wow, that's crazy. Shout out to the Lord, man. He's in control of everything. And one day, we going to be out here, and these clouds may just form into ships just to scare the shit out of these people, man.
Right.
Because these people ain't worried about nothing. Here the country is burning down. The only thing they can think about is a fucking soccer game, man. Like, what do you people so, what the hell, man? Yeah, yo, you literally have your civil freedoms taken away from you, man. You have no right to nothing.
I had one more.
Go ahead.
Luke 6:20. And he lifted up his eyes on his disciples and said, Blessed be ye poor, for yours is the kingdom of the Most High. Blessed are ye that hunger now, for ye shall be filled. Blessed are ye that weep now, for ye shall laugh. Blessed are ye when men shall say, and when they separate, or it's like, blessed are ye when men shall hate you, and when they shall separate you from their company, and shall reproach you, and cast out your name as evil for the Son of Man's sake. Right? This crowd right here, we don't fit in with this fucking crowd. Man. All right, you got a whole
Jesus
bunch
is
of.
the devil?
That's not
That's
Jesus.
not
That's
about
not him.
Jesus.
Which
No,
one
I
of them?
know,
Which
I
one
know.
is Jesus?
Jesus isn't the devil.
Who the world calls Jesus. is the
I
devil.
mean, yeah, that,
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Who they call it?
His name is Yahweh Shai. He was so-called.
Yeah, Jesus
black
was the
man.
devil.
He
is
looked
the
like a
devil.
Negro. Like we're saying, we don't fit in with this fucking crowd. Man.
Praise here.
You wanna go in there and sit in a room full of sugar boys and effeminate ass men? All right, we too manly for this shit.
Yeah.
That's why everybody scatters, because this truth is too high powered, man.
Yeah.
It say Luke 6:23. It says, "Rejoice in that day and leap for joy, for behold, your reward is great in heaven." That's where our reward is. Our reward is in heaven, man. The Most High may give you a goodie here, He may give you a goodie there, but we gotta stay committed to the work of the Lord.
That's right.
These people, they have their consolation. You
right.
get to walk around and be a feminine ass dude, be a sugar boy, be an HOMO, and you think it's okay? Well, God don't think that's okay.
That's right.
Right. Right.
That's right.
Proverbs 16:18. Pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall.
Do that again.
Proverbs 16:18. Pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall.
Pride goeth before destruction and a haughty spirit before a fall, man. You gonna say something?
Yeah, I was gonna say, hey, isn't it Pride Month?
Yeah.
And what the coincidence during Pride Month? You got fucking Israel, the capital of pride, Tel Aviv, getting fucking bombed, man.
The proudest.
Yeah.
You know, so hey, they exalted pride, and then what? Destruction is coming right now, man, as we speak.
Yep. so-called Friday the 13th.
And don't be surprised if them Iranians, man, they get a piece of this fucking prideful ass effeminate stadium too that they just finished building.
Don't let them find
Because KC's on the target list, man, from all these other nations. You know why? Because they got white men about 45, 50 minutes away. And they have Esau's sword over there. So that's a big target. So I wouldn't be surprised they do some shit this weekend.
I can very well see Esau dropping Luke on that shit, bro. Yeah, I can see it there.
A few more verses, or unless you got more. Luke 6 and 23. It says, "Rejoice in that day and leap for joy, for behold, your reward is great in heaven. For in the like manner did their fathers unto the prophets. But woe unto you that are rich, for ye have received your consolation. Woe unto you that are full, for ye shall hunger. Woe unto you that laugh now, for ye shall mourn and weep."
Yep, it says, "Woe to you that laugh now, and you should mourn and weep," man. So all you people are getting ready to be in a mournful spirit. You already weeping, man. Half you people don't even know how you gonna pay your goddamn rent next month, man. All of you in credit card debt. Yeah, you damn right he ain't gonna help. He ain't gonna help you either, because you the damn devil, man. Right. Fuck out of here. Yeah. He ain't help. He never helped.
Trump ain't gonna help
And
me.
Trump ain't helping either, man. For all you dummies that voted for him.
Right.
Make America great. Hey, motherfuck America, man.
Right.
Fuck out of here, bro.
Yeah, because see, the Lord has a tendency to harden the hearts of people, man. When they see things are dire, they get more proud and more bold. And that's good.
Yeah.
We love that for you, because we know what your latter end is, man.
She said, when Jesus ain't gonna help either, you goddamn right. He ain't gonna help your ass, man. Shit, we good up here. Shit, you know, we catching hell, but at the end of the day, we ain't down like you motherfuckers, man. We understand end game, man.
Yeah.
This is y'all consolation.
Yeah.
Y'all need this shit to survive, bro.
Right. That's sad.
This is just a means to an end for us. You
Right.
people need this. You need Pride Month. You need soccer. You need the Chiefs. Okay, you need 54th Street Bar and Grill.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Quentin Luke.
Yeah, you need that, man. You need your jobs. You need that. Okay, you need EBT.
Yep.
People a bunch of goddamn jokes, man.
They need hope. Most people don't have nothing to base nothing off of.
Yeah.
That's why they pour it all into like what, a football team or a fucking soccer game or some BS.
Yeah.
You people are hollow, man. You know?
Yeah, no Kings protest.
Yeah, and then you got this clown. Well, how much is bullshit gonna cost to build up right here?
Who knows? Probably hundreds of millions.
Fucking debt. Like, you ain't got the money to build it up, man. But you know who's gonna pay for it? These blambling idiots you got walking through here.
Yep.
They gonna pay for it, man. Ain't no way in hell you gonna charge me $2,200 to live in that shit over there. A studio, $500, bro. And
Yeah. Looking at this
I went to, they're called luxury living. You have different classifications of living. They got one that's below luxury living. I think it's like called like a B grade or some shit. Some shit the lady was breaking down. It's pretty much luxury living, but it's at a cheaper price. But the fact that you're paying $1,700, $1,800 a month to stay in a 545 square foot apartment, that don't make sense, man.
Right.
I remember back in the day, $1,800 was a mortgage. You paying that for a 4-bedroom house.
Right.
You're literally paying that to live in a studio, man.
You never own it.
Yeah. And then rents are constantly going up. That's why most of you on fucking OnlyFans now, man.
We ain't paying.
Hey,
That's starting to become less popular. Ain't motherfuckers
hey,
ain't on that
a
shit.
chick bought it out on social media. She said most Instagram hoes sell pussy.
Yeah, I saw that when the bitch came out with that.
Yeah. And she's not lying.
Of course.
She's not lying, man. And you know why they do it? Because you stupid simps out there, man. You allow these women to dupe you. Bro, bitches are charging you to answer they charging you to say hello. Give me $50, then I'll respond to your message. And you niggas will do it.
Right.
Weak ass Saudi, bro.
Man.
You got something up?
Yeah, and they building all this nice ass shit, and it's surrounded by a fucking effeminate stadium, man. They built all the best of the shit. Like, where the fuck this shit been at all these past 10, 20 years? And of all the things they could put right here, they put a fucking women's soccer stadium. Like, you still up there trying to argue, figure out what you're gonna do for the Chiefs Stadium, which is a masculine team. You could have put that right here. What the fuck?
Right.
Bro, this used to be an outdoor park. Like, used to be able to work out right there. And that was new because it wasn't nothing right here like maybe 5-6 years ago. This was all grass, gravel. They didn't have that wasn't the only thing that was there was those apartments. This was like an actual workout park. You could come and work out at, but yet now he wants to put some more shit,
Right.
you know.
Fucking man.
Like nobody, who's gonna live here? Like, you see that right there? That's gonna cost money to live there, man.
Right, right.
That shit ain't gonna be cheap because they gotta pay for that right there.
Yeah, women already selling ass to make ends meet.
And just to let you weak ass men out here know, your women that you deal with is selling box, man. Your woman got OnlyFans, man.
Right,
For all you cucks out there.
right.
Your wife, she's on OnlyFans. Google Backpage. I guarantee you, each of you men out here, Google your wife. I guarantee a lot of you men are gonna find your woman on Backpage, man.
Yep.
OnlyFans. All these women sell box, man. All of them. For you stupid men out here that want to get married, man.
Right.
And then the fucking man, then they know it.
Oh,
They
you
just
gonna
so
say-
damn weak.
Yeah, some of these niggas endorse it.
Right,
You
right.
got motherfuckers on social media that endorse that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Fucking hand up,
Like,
slap the shit out you.
Either they selling or they trying to give it to a nigga.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's stupid too because Esau's about to supplant that with the AI thing.
Right.
You ain't gonna be able to even tell the
That
difference.
is gonna be a real
You, over,
person.
you thought you was proud as hell charging a nigga for a message or a feet pic. Proud.
Damn algorithm,
And
man.
Esau slide in like, all right. See, that's what you get for being proud, man. It's a stumbling block, you know?
Yeah.
yeah, you hoes gonna go out mad when they got AI porn.
Come on.
Yeah.
Niggas able to put in a fucking
Oh,
prompt.
man.
We ain't even gonna need you, bitches.
Imagine he could just talk to her. Like, remember that movie, him with Joaquin Phoenix?
Yeah, yeah,
Her
yeah,
or whatever
yeah,
it was. I think it was Scarlett Johansson played the voice, but she was indiscernible, man. You know, or that movie Blade Runner. She had the AI. You was like talking to a regular human. When that shit come out, you hoes are through, man. You know. Ain't no amount of guilt or insult and shame you gonna be able to put on a man that's gonna make him turn and give you nothing, man.
Hell no.
Because you found out to be useless, man. You know, when an out of order woman has no use and no purpose at all.
At all.
She's a liability.
Exactly.
Yeah, and they end up losing themselves, man.
Yeah.
Cause these bitches might start off in their prom. Their body might be nice to do that OnlyFans shit for a minute, but bitches, they without order, they eat. They literally the way they eat, man. They just get completely out of shape.
Yeah.
You can't sustain on OnlyFans like that.
Right. Hell no. And even if you do go to the gym, you still not gonna be AI.
Right.
Because a man can put his exact preferences. I like this. I like that. You ain't gonna be able to beat it, man.
There's a movie on Prime about that. But it's this dude, he bought this bot, and because the wife was being a demon, so he bought this bot. And she was the real ordeal. She was feminine, she looked good, you know. And a lot of these men, they gonna result to that. They'll pay the money to not deal with y'all ass.
Yeah. That's right.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, go ahead. Somebody give me Isaiah 32. We'll end it on that.
Isaiah 3:8. For Jerusalem is ruined and Judah is fallen, because their tongue and their doings are against the Lord, to provoke the eyes of his glory. The show of their countenance doth witness against them, and they declare their sin as Sodom. They hide it not. Woe unto their soul, for they have rewarded evil unto themselves. See, and this why we say at times we don't even want to go outside, because this Sodom spirit is everywhere, man.
Yeah.
Just sitting here prophesying, we supposed to be in the spirit, man, but looking at you people is a fucking irritation, man.
Yeah.
All right, and they proud with it too.
Yeah, they hide it not, man. They declare it.
That's what I was telling brothers, man, right before camp. I'm like, man, the spirit of the Lord has been putting the bolder spirit back on me, bro. Like, you know, just real bold with these fucking people, man. Because it's just like, at the end of the day, man, they gonna lose, man. You know, it's a balance to everything. But it's just like at the end of the day, we can't act like that the shit y'all doing is cool. Now, we ain't got no control over what you do, but we do have the authority to call things out through the spirit. If you don't like it, then that's between you and the Most High. He's gonna destroy you. Because a society that's on its way out, hey, dude broke it down. I think Richie from Boston, he said, look, this shit has surpassed Sodom and Gomorrah, bro.
Yeah, it has.
This has surpassed ancient Sodom and Gomorrah.
Yep.
And you people think that the ancient story of Sodom is just a biblical story. They're still digging up tar from Sodom over 3,000 years ago because of the very activity y'all doing here, man.
Yep.
So what make you think that this place is Sodom proof, man? Missile proof, judgment proof?
No way. No
It's
way.
not, man.
And they just found Lot's wife. I won't say just, but you know they found the evidence of Lot's wife.
Yeah,
man.
she's still there. Like, she's a pillar of salt. She's a memorial, man.
Yeah. People say that she's a monument of an unbelieving soul, man.
Yup.
You know, and that's the spirit. You brought that out with the pride, because later in that verse, Isaiah 3, it gets on how these women are going to be walking around proud.
Well, I got it.
You know, oh, so like
You good? You good?
Good.
Isaiah 3 verse 10. Say ye to the righteous that it shall be well with them, for they shall eat the fruit of their doings. So hey, the wicked, you gonna get the fruit of your doings. The righteous, we gonna get the fruit of ours.
Yeah.
It say, woe unto the wicked, it shall be ill with him. For the reward of his hand shall be given him. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them.
Yep.
O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err, and destroy the way thy path. Yeah, so all you niggas that ain't here at this mumbo jumbo here at the stadium, y'all niggas bed with the wicked, the more solidified your judgment's gonna be.
Yes.
Right.
That's right.
Right, man.
Okay. That's right. Come. Bring out the Isaiah Whitten on that.
This is Isaiah 32 from the top. Behold, a king shall reign in righteousness, and princes shall rule in judgment.
Yep.
And a man shall be a hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest.
Yep. A man should be a hiding place from the wind and a covert from the tempest. So a man of the Lord is going to be the prize in that day. We the prize now, but of course, you know, the society teaches different. But when all hell break loose, the men of the Lord are going to have a certain spirit on them, and they're going to move in a certain fashion, and it's going to be noticed. It tells us in 2nd Esdras that then they should know who am I chosen. And you people, you're going to try to come and get with the program, like it tells us in the day of light power, like people should be willing. It ain't going, we ain't going to be willing to deal with you in that day, man. We're going to walk right past you. We're going to walk right past you and act like we don't see you. Just like you ignored the message there, we're going to ignore you in that day.
That's right.
So all these women call, get back in contact. Hey, how you been? Nah.
Hey, big head.
Nah.
I changed my number again. I just changed it. I'll do it again.
I'll do it again, yeah. I'd rather accept the robocalls and the scam calls for you people, man. Keep going.
It says, and as a man should be a hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. It says, and the eyes of them, Salakia, and the eyes of them that see shall not be dimmed, and the ears of them that hear shall hearken.
Yeah.
See, in that day, all of a sudden, they're going to understand order. They're going to understand, you know, the purpose of a man being in charge and lead. When you tell her something, her ears are going to be more apt to listen now. Why? Because it says, in what context is this? Desolation, man.
Yeah.
All of the shit you trusted in is dried up, man. OnlyFans, that shit drying up, man.
Yep.
You know? Playing a man for a drink at a bar, that shit dried up, man. The bars, the nightclub, that shit drying up. You know? The Lord, your job you were so proud about, these college degrees you got, that shit dried up quick.
Yeah, being a small hat, thinking you a protected member of society, that shit trying up.
Right.
You gonna get on you small hats too.
You're gonna realize the true value of things, man. And that is a man of the Lord, okay? That's the number one stock investment that you can make is into a man of the Lord. If you ain't doing that, you bitches are gonna die, man.
Facts.
Period. It ain't nothing. Hey, beautifully said.
Out, brother.
It's you either gonna give the program or you're gonna die. It's no compromise and it's no but. Can I? Nah, man. You even smell like feminism. You out the door. There ain't gonna be no fucking compromising in that day, bitch. You gonna have to get the goddamn program, man. All this fucking weird bullshit going on out here, man. Men at the bottom of this society. Get the fuck out of here with that, man. And the crazy part about it is you women know what it is, man. You just blatantly rebelling. That women could be in order if they want to. It's natural.
They could if they want to.
Yeah, it's natural, bro.
Yep. Apostle Hart said it, man. That day we gonna use you. You gonna be a tool. You gonna be a tool, bitch.
A garden tool.
Isaiah 4:1. You not a human. You gonna be a tool. You whatever I make you. And you know what? They gonna get with it. You know why? Because they gonna it's either that or get starved out, bitch.
I'll say started then.
You know?
Come on there, bro.
That was the point.
Good, man. Y'all got anything else? We're going to close out and we're going to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem, Rakakadash. I want to give double honors to the elders, the apostles of the great millstone. Peace and blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Lord's will, you were edified. To the next. Kwam Yasharallah.
Kwam Yasharallah.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Baba Ball.
Baba Ball.
Shalom.
Shalom.